A pseudo gon' die, they saw a pseudo-killer. I'm a pseudo-killer, intellectual sunsling, hey. I'm a pseudo-killer, intellectual sunsling, hey. I'm a pseudo-killer, intellectual sunsling, hey. Pseudo gon' die, they saw a pseudo-killer. I'm a pseudo-killer, intellectual sunsling, hey. I'm a pseudo-killer, intellectual sunsling, hey. I'm a pseudo-killer, intellectual sunsling. Who do you believe in? People bringing misinformation when that information ain't disinformation, that's disinformation. Gotta know the difference in information, get information. With the pseudo-killer army hunting pseudo, cause you gotta train your mind to fight against them pseudo-judo. People with the scholarship salute, we give them kudos. But the people with that look of shit, we look and see straight through those like telescope. If you ain't speaking fast, we gotta tell them folks and let them know the truth of. You bringing malinformation to blast, then you the Ku Klux. Like say, don't talk me to death, bro, what the proof of? Good juju chillin', why you wanna go way bad juju up? Shalom boy got the tank in the cut. I'm in Sosa world plotting on the kick though with Kent. Come Tiffany gave me the pseudo names on the list and said went and got the low. Anthony got him in the scope, Gullah and Gozy. Make sure DNA ain't a problem for them folks, cause a pseudo gon' die, they saw a pseudo-killer. I'm a pseudo-killer, intellectual sunsling, hey. I'm a pseudo-killer, intellectual sunsling, hey. I'm a pseudo-killer, intellectual sunsling, hey. Pseudo gon' die, they saw a pseudo-killer. I'm a pseudo-killer, intellectual sunsling, hey. I'm a pseudo-killer, intellectual sunsling, hey. I'm a pseudo-killer, intellectual sunsling, hey.
We're not attacking individuals. We're attacking the information and attacking the methodology. This is a long time coming right here. Let them know that we right there, running neck and neck with all other communities. We will not be left behind.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth. Organized truth. Every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. I'm your host, Bobby Banger, man. Big up to the Pseudo Killer family, man. We're streaming on both channels, man. Get it where you get it, man. Get in how you feel it, man. Y'all know what it is, man. What's good, man? We got a nice little crowd starting to gather up in the building, man. Fontaine, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. Man, your contribution to the platform, yo, is the gift that keeps giving, brother. Appreciate you, Fontaine, man, for real, man. Appreciate everybody in the building, man. That are like, Chuck, what's going on with you? Shackleberry, what's up with you, man? Hey, look, man. We dropping that link, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's figure out what's going on in the created pseudo world, man. We just got up off of something. That is y'all see what it is, man. We making sure we got this thing popping. Yeah. Man, this one of them let's talk about it shows, man. Man, hit that link show. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit that link, man. Big up to the PK. Mongo Slade. What's good with you? What it do? Pseudo Killer. Army all day official, man. Fontaine. Pseudo Killer. All day. All day. Shackleberry. Man. Waiting for somebody to hit that link. Lamar Pope. Pseudo Killer Army, man. Appreciate everybody to step up to the plate and help fight the pseudoisms, man. That's an important, man. Now the Asiatic 777, man, is gone. It's officially gone. He's flipped his wig on a regular basis, but they won't hit that link. So I'm giving y'all a chance to hit that link and promote y'all ideas. Hit the link. The show don't start till somebody hit the link. Man, while y'all at it, man, like and subscribe, man. Y'all gonna have to like and subscribe, bro. Y'all know that's an important part. Puts us in that algorithm, man. Gotta like subscribe it, man. Subscribe it, man. Gonna have to, man.
Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
Gotta pay some bills around here, man.
October 3rd to October 5th, the entire debate world comes together for 3 nights, one platform, one spectrum. This is not just another debate event. This is the grandest stage of them all. Debate Mania is the premier event in the debate community, the Super Bowl of intellect, the WrestleMania of words. The brightest minds, the fiercest rivalries, the biggest stage. Here, champions are made, legacies are written, and only the sharpest minds survive. Debate Mania is the grandest stage of intellect. 2 voices, 2 visions, 1 destiny. For generations, the fight for black liberation has taken many forms. But at Debate Mania, the battle is not fought with fists. It is fought with ideas. In one corner, the pseudo-Hunter conscious, a fearless atheist, a relentless skeptic. He believes pan-Africanism is an outdated ideology. And at Debate Mania, she plans to prove it. But standing in his way is the champion, the defender of the people, the voice of pride, power, and pan-African unity. Super Pan-Man, pan-African atheist. 2 giants of thought, 2 unstoppable forces. 1 collision that will shake the foundations of the Versus series. This is more than a debate. This is the main event. This is Debate Mania. Only on Paradigm Shift TV 314. Be there for this historic 3-night event.
Man, make sure y'all support that product right there, man. Interesting debates, man. We trying to see a champion rise up out of the ashes. I'm saying, y'all know how we do it around here, yo. So yeah, man, y'all know we got this thing cracking, man, all day, every day. And I just appreciate the conversation. I didn't actually have nothing particular I want to talk about. Let's just see where the people, what they want and how they want to go, what they want to do. All subjects is up for conversation. I tell you what was funny, yo. Yesterday, actually listening to Jay Snake the Great was good. I tell you what was interesting, yo. The conversation yesterday about the Hikakasut and how we need to always upgrade our information and use archaeological surveys, use information where scholars come together and bring their new findings. I think this is the basis of how we need to do things. So we know, like, the theory of evolution is that. And there's a few things that I could talk about. What's going on, Gary? Pseudo Killer Army, man, what it do? But I think at the end of the day, what's important, as y'all check out the channels, the thing that's important is that we become vigorous in our attempt to be scientifically literate, because a whole nother world opens up for you. Okay? We got pink. I need some winter gear, right? Put the link so I can purchase some things. All right, I'm gonna drop the link for you. Got you. Y'all see we got a lot of sweaters too. The hoodies. We there. All right, let me see if I can drop the link for you real quick here. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, it's just important for us because the world opened up for you, and I can't say it no better than that. Let me get that link. Appreciate you for mentioning that, sis. Definitely need to get some of these things sold. I'm gonna drop the link for y'all. All right, and yeah, we want the world to open up for you. It's just like when you just on a block, and that's all you know. And then as you start to travel, whether some people get into, they go in the Army, Marine Corps, Air Force, and the whole world opens up for them. Well, that's what scientific literacy does. It actually it puts you in a position for the world to open up for you. And so that's why we're so big on it. And there's a whole world inside the world. What I mean is, in your own state and in your own counties where you live, there's a governing system that you could be a part of. There's people with boots on the ground that's fighting issues for real. And you only know this if you know how to look these things up, right? It's not just TikTok, YouTube, and social media things. You may find something on there, but there's some actual real work that's going on that can be accomplished. And I think we need to be part of that. When we fighting for greatness, you need to be a part of your world, man. And I can't say that no more clear than that, right? And the way to be a part of the world is to understand the world. Let me hold on. I'm gonna get this real quick. Drop the link so y'all can really get the daggone link. Shoot. Let me see. 1 second there. All right. I think y'all got that. Yep. Let me read that chat. What does it say right there? Inky can't. He only outsmarting himself. He not going to outsmart intelligent people, and that's the point there. He's never going to be able to outsmart intelligent people. It says Inky playing games with all of you. Don't let him outsmart you. He just trying to get you to look bad. He don't care about the edification of the subject. You know what? You ever thought that maybe he don't actually understand the subject? That's how hard science is. It's not easy. That they think they can just run through it, right? Here's what Inky is. I'm going to show you where he is. I don't want to put this straight to Inky, man, but let me see if I can find this. Man, hit that link, man, and get some of them sweatshirts. Summer gear is here. What's this? Let me see. Maybe I can get this. Let's see. I think it was Doc. Yeah, I sent that thing for me. I want to see. Let me see. Mike, baby. Oh, man. Let me see here. Let me see if I can get this. I want to show y'all there's a pyramid. I want to show y'all the pyramid, right? And it's showing you, how knowledge is built up and what's the base form of it, what's the lowest form of it. It's at the bottom of the damn pyramid. Y'all be surprised. And let me see here. I don't think I got that, man. Damn it. Oh, man, take a look at it. Hold on real quick. Man, hit that link, man, and jump aboard, man. All right, let me keep dropping the link, man. Hopefully y'all jump on there real quick. Don't have a conversation in the chat, man. Had a conversation on the thing. Somebody say, you mean to tell me he's not a real doctor? He's not even a real naturopathic doctor. There's some biology courses you got to take. There's a whole range of things. And a real naturopathic doctor would never go against vaccines. That's ridiculous. It certainly is. Oh man. Share that screen too. While y'all at it, man. Go ahead and shop through the store. You may find something you like, man. The products is coming out. Man, go get one of them community skeptic shirts, man. Fire. Yeah, go get one of them. Go get one of them community skeptic shirts. They say go get them. Go get them. Yeah. Yeah, go grab that. For all y'all that got heart. And this is always the favorite right here, look. It's a slick joint right there. Tight. All them sisters, man. Brothers and sisters, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking real fresh right there. That's definitely looking real fresh. It's definitely looking real fresh. It sure is. Got the colors. I like this one right here. Banging. So yeah, man, get, be a part of that movement, man. Getting on the pseudos, man, and actually, producing good information, man, at dinner and stuff like that. What's going on, Juju? How you doing, sis? I didn't know you was on there. What's good?
Boy, I was texting away in the private chat. Boy, let me on.
What's you?
Chilling.
What's good with you? How you doing?
Chilling.
See, you was at your voluntary work. How'd that go today?
Yeah,
Violence and voluntary.
it's always good.
Okay.
It's mentoring. We mentor and tutor. That's what I'm doing. Doesn't matter where I'm volunteering or getting paid for it. Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
Yep. And we're planning our next girls' conference. So that's coming up November 15th. It's lots to do. Yeah. But we good. I saw you live. What you talking about?
No, I'm just an open mic joint. Open mic.
Sell them sweatshirts, sell them t-shirts, them Razorback dresses, them baseball caps. Got it all.
Yep, gotta get into it. Like this right here, look fly. Simple. Explain it to the people what it is. Yeah, so anything we want to talk about? Oh, your man Inky was reckless as usual. He gotta stop it. Oh my goodness.
Well, speaking of Inky, because what's your good friend name? He's a boxer dude. Think he was one of them Sabian guys, whatever. Har. Har. Yeah, he can't stop talking about you. Keep tagging me in posts. Has got Ankh in it. I'm like, yo, bro, just come over here and plead your case. His name is Har something. He got an egg-shaped ass head. I think he's from Baltimore. I'm not sure.
An egg-shaped head. He on the Facebook? That man got an egg-shaped head. I don't know what you talking about. You gotta put up the Facebook post.
And it's got a little dent in the top. It's mad weird. Like he's been, I don't know, I think he me for real because he just be saying shit just to have a conversation. And I did a little research because I don't think people really understand. Like they're always this whole thing about Darwin calling, indigenous peoples and Africans savages. I don't think people understand what that is. And I kind of want to take a minute, like you can go through the church just to explain what that is, because there's a lot to that, including what the Victorian School of Anthropology had to say, right? Because they were like just kind of filling around, trying to, feel their way through. This discipline was just starting. And yeah, but in spite of Darwin using savage, he also um, he also contended with the prevailing thoughts of other people groups, like Europeans or people in the Victorian age. They had their thoughts and ideas about other people groups, like they weren't the same species. Darwin was combating that. You feel me? So in spite of the usage of the word, which was pretty much he was doing what the Romans do. That was the figure of speech, right? During that time, that was acceptable language. That was the reality, so to speak. So it just burns me up that people don't even read that deep. And, like I was just doing a little searching because I wanted to understand the context of savage, because I know that, words and their definitions change. And yeah, come up on the Victorian School of Anthropology, right? So Darwin was really fighting hard. In spite of, his reality, he was really fighting hard against everything the Victorian School of Anthropology was teaching, what they thought, and just what society in general thought, you know? So yeah, it's a moot point to keep bringing up, oh, he was racist because he used the word. His actions don't say that, and they always forget about John Edmonston. He was an enslaved African who then got his freedom, opened a business, and did some taxidermy, and he gave classes. So you'd think if Darwin was that racist, he wouldn't have went to no African guy. He definitely would have found somebody else. So it's just like things aren't matching up, and people want to cherry pick, and it's just like I'm over it. Over it. Stop cherry picking. Like get to know the subject matter in its entirety. Dive a little deep. Go to some academic forums who discuss thoroughly on what it is and what it wasn't, what it ain't. You feel me? So yeah, tired of hearing it.
Tired of hearing it. What's going on, Sosa? What it do, brother? Good to see you. Oh, he dropped out. Thing fell out. Yeah, so but it's a few
He's a runner.
definitions
He's
in
a
that
track
too.
star. He's a runner. He's a track star.
Oh, you funny. Sabi, what's up with you? Oh, he came back on. He came back. All right, go ahead, Sosa.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
Yeah, my bad, my bad. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Sure, everything good, man. Just living life, man. I'm worn out. Shoot,
Oh,
what's going on, man? What's going on in these YouTube streets? I've been catching a little piece here and there, man. I
oh
see some Jabari wars and some.
yeah.
Shit, you back fighting the minister Inc.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was, I hope people was scientifically literate enough to catch how he do his business. Wow. The way he angled.
I get a chance to peep. What's up, Juju? How you doing?
Hi, Sosa. How are you?
It's good. Everything's good.
Wonderful.
Hey, but my whole thing with the Darwin, I'd be like, listen, I just say this. Okay, Darwin's a racist. Now what? Now let's talk about it. Okay. Now what? Now let's talk about evolution. So don't change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ain't no way to get around it.
Yes. Yeah.
Funniest thing ever. Like that changed anything.
Exactly what I said.
Yeah, so.
Exactly what I said. Literally the passage that they pick out is one where he's going against. You feel me? The thought that everybody, like Africans particularly was a species. That's the passage they picked out, and he's describing like attitudes are very similar, right? Besides the savage part, he's just saying, there's like no formality to Oh, his name is Harwin Matthews. He just commented again. God, wait, he just won't leave me alone. But yeah, like it just wasn't no formality or morality. That was his like only thing, you know. It's out of his context, out of his cultural context, right? So I get that, but you know, all the while he's just saying basically the same as us. Maybe savages. You know, then they consider those people civilized, right? Because they didn't have all the you know, all the modernity, you know, modern applications, but they were still humans. And that was pretty much his argument, you know. So I was just like, what is y'all reading? Like, you're giving me passages and you have no clue what this guy is saying. None. It's just wild and weird. They just want something to argue about. You know, they think they have something to kick Ankh around, and they always you go tell him, like, go fight him. If that you feel so big and bad and bougie, go get him. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear that.
Oh no, they ain't never gonna do that. It ain't gonna never pop up. Are you serious? No, that's never gonna happen. No, I guarantee that. Don't nobody really want to get it in. They want to have that fun on that though. Yeah, so it's been very interesting, man. But you know, it's good. It's good education what we do, man. Right? Great education of what we do, man. This I promise you, man. Yes, it is. Very interesting.
So it keep been going on Sonetta or something? Sonetta channel?
Yeah, he been on something. He popped up on the channel one day. Wasn't nobody around with me and him. Got it in. Yeah, Chalimbe jumped up on here. Twisted his word. You know how he twists words and makes something that's not important most important and don't answer the question. Like, he's spectacular doing that. Yeah, that whole debate gonna be that. Paul the Genesis. And he introduced a debunk category that the only people talking about in the last 100 years is us. Nobody talks about that. Well, that's pseudo right there for real, to bring up a debunked idea and then fight it. Crazy. Super crazy. But that football been interesting, haven't it?
Shit, not if you're a Cowboys fan, I don't too much like it.
You say you don't like it?
No, my team is trash, man.
Oh, man, my team ain't. We got the same record, don't we?
Shit, my team is terrible though. Y'all could get past it. We stuck. Shit. Man, shoot. What up, Sad?
What it do, King Sosa? What it do, Savior? Juju. God killer.
My dog needs training.
Keep telling you, all we need to do is link up in the afternoons. We can do a video call and we can put some work in. But you traveling all over the place, Globetrotter.
Whatever. Don't do me like that. I'm home now.
Right. Tomorrow, I'm gonna call you because I know I'm not gonna wait on you to call me. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you.
What's going on?
Oh man, I just wanted to know if I've always been wondering if the mummy came from Atlantis. Like, we might as well. I mean, the way these people are making stuff up now. What about the rapture? The rapture was supposed to happen yesterday and the day before.
Oh, what? We already swept up. They just let us take our Apple computers. If you had an Apple computer, you could take it with you.
Yeah, I done missed it. We still here. Y'all, we missed it.
We're not still here. We're brains in the back. We just didn't know we're taking up. We don't know. We don't know we got.
So y'all ain't got raptured. You know what it is. You ain't got raptured. You already know what it is. You hellbound, bro. It is what it is.
Bro.
We already
hellbound. We hellbound.
Yeah. It was, in fact, yesterday. So don't even worry about it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay.
So we exposed Iggy again tonight, and as usual, he flips things on his head. This man is disingenuous.
What did he say tonight?
So he was going off, and he wanted to go in now to abiogenesis and confusing the conversation as if that has something to do with evolution. And then he says, well, in abiogenesis, the theory is they rub two rocks together and boom, you get humans. So I got on there and I asked him two questions. You made a claim about abiogenesis. Do you have a source for that? And all that emotional spill you did about Darwin being a racist and whatnot, does that disprove or undermine the theory of evolution by means of natural selection? Enki flips it and says, I don't know what abiogenesis is. He's on the side of creationism or quote unquote intelligent design, and he doesn't have to do my work. I need to produce what abiogenesis is. And then he goes and says abiogenesis is from minerals, and minerals are only found in rocks. But that still doesn't answer the claim that you made, Enki. You said we rub rocks together and we get humans. That's abiogenesis. So do you have any evidence to support this claim? He goes on a whole tirade that Ankh sent me up there to get clips, right? To catch him by making clips. And then he turns it into we don't even know what abiogenesis is. And if we don't have a theory for abiogenesis, how are we talking about evolution? Man, this dude is a complete and utter phony.
I don't understand how you find these guys who consider themselves like the super intellectual, and then they'll take a intelligent design approach to life, which is crazy. I don't understand. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all. You know what I'm saying? You would think the more super intellectual would take a non deistic approach.
Yep.
But it's just weird. I don't really get it.
You know what? So
it's completely weird.
I'll be watching Neil deGrasse Tyson videos, and that's one of the things he pointed out. The higher you go up in education, the less God-like you become. But 7% of the top scientists do believe in God, so that is a problem. But still, the higher your education, the less belief in the God
you think he spends way too much time engaging in chemistry and biochemistry to not understand evolution and not have a basis in understanding abiogenesis. So I think he is flim-flamming. He is downright like the way he's and at this point is, why are you engaging in this childlike behavior?
Because
the videos that he makes and all this
said
stuff.
they heard a mummy talk and got away with it.
Yeah, I think it's like there's no magic on the science side of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the draw for those type of individuals. You know what I'm saying? So they study the illusion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they like him and Polite to them. They like the the master magician.
Yeah.
You're
right.
Yeah, me this,
need to remix it. They need to be smarter, or they need to understand it better than the biochemist and the evolutionary biologists. They know it just a little bit better. You see here, they're telling you this, but when you look at this, it's not actually what it is. It's this over here.
They all got the secret knowledge. It's just another different. It's just another level of the secret puzzle that they have. Some have it on the evolutionary side, where it's not real, where it's creationism. Other people got it from the intelligent design. Other got it from the. It's all wrapped up in that word esoteric or esotericism. They all try to hide up in the secret places or the places where people may not know.
And he said, you see, the foundation of evolution is, you see, first came the monkeys, right? And then came the African, because the African, we outdid the monkeys, right? And then came the white man, and the white man outdid the African. See, so we're closer to the monkeys, right? And that is evolution. Like in 2025, you're gonna sit on Sarnetta and spew that nonsense, bro.
But he's not the only person that believes, because I hear white people still saying we come from monkeys. I put a video in the back chat where some spirit science was talking about time traveling interstellar instant Israelites.
No, we're not.
Yeah, but Enki's been around these conversations too long, though. Like
it doesn't matter. He's made it
since like
in bullshit, Sosa.
Listen, I'm saying since arguing with Ngozi, I think it's like I said. I think it's a grift.
Yeah, it's a grift.
It's all a grift.
It's a grift. He can break down certain things, right? Like I listen to Enki and I'm like, okay, that's biochemically correct. I'll follow you till there. And now you drop off on some nonsense. Like, why do you do that? Like, why? Like, you're good. Now you start to talk the pseudo stuff. And now you go on this tirade. Like, you make your pseudoism, you support your pseudoism by having the first half of the stuff or the first quarter of it, vocabulary right, biochemically right. He explains it perfectly and then goes off on these tangents. And I go like, why do you do that though, bro? Like,
because I think at this point he's probably he's already disagreed with Uncle, so he can't go back. You know what I'm saying? He can't come back and be like, you know what, Uncle, I was banging on the evolution before, bro. But now that I've learned more, bro, you was right, bro. He can't do that. He has to remain. You know what I mean? The magician.
Yeah,
the magician.
And now he's incoherent. And the magician, he's trying hard. He is trying hard with the flim flam. So Jabari gets up there, exposes him that he doesn't even know how to read the title, the word or. He misses the word or and acts as if it's two separate titles stating two separate things. In the one, it says species, and for the common man to understand it, in the subtitle it says races, because that's the general nomenclature at the time. He gets busted by Jabari, and now does the third grade reasoning. Well, you don't know what pangenesis is, but since you don't know what pangenesis is, you don't know nothing about evolution. So what I'm saying right now, I'm still right. Grow up. Like grow up, like grow all the way up.
Okay. So him and Jabari go. That's funny.
Jabari spanked him first because he was calling out Ankh, trying to get an Ankh, and Jabari jumped up there and just pretty much put his foot right in his mouth. Poop, shut up. He couldn't handle that, so now he.
But see, with the magician though, here's the thing with the magician. The final trick, trick is that they know something that's so obscure that you may have missed.
Yeah.
And they'll always play it. Well, you don't know what exclasiodocious crassiamenta means and how they, and they'll do that. And since you don't know that, now everything you said is wrong, and you don't know anything about it. That's the act. That's the magic
act. We often put that in the context of monogenesis, which was an idea that existed before Darwin. Darwin presented monogenesis, right? A singular origin of species, of the human species, right? Monogenesis. So now when you say that like that, like it is not part of the scientific discussion. That theory has been debunked. That hypothesis with hereditary pangenesis has been debunked. It's not taught in actual academia when we're having the discussion about evolution by means of natural selection. Why would you go into a historical conversation and discuss and bring up non sequitur debunked hypothesis? I don't know it. Okay, I don't know it. Is it relevant to to the subject. Is it part of the theory of evolution? No. Then why would I need to know it? We understand hereditary. We know that it's by means of genes, but the hereditary is still a fact. Darwin tried to explain it one way and he was wrong. What's your point? But
The
you
magic
cannot
trick.
you
It's
cannot make the claim that your misinterpretation or your misrepresentation of the title, Jabari still corrected you on that. You was dead wrong.
Yeah, but that's the like he said, that's the trick. The trick is to name something that nobody's even talking about, right? And see, that's the red flag on the play, right? So, like when we talk
the
about
rabbit out the hat.
the
Pull a rabbit out the hat.
right?
Yeah.
But see, now I've learned how to diffuse that. You know what I say? I don't know. Can you explain? See? And remember, in their world, right, to say I don't know is a death sentence. Oh, you don't know. Just like you said, death sentence. Absolutely, right? Not only is if it's the death sentence, right? You say you don't know. Then if you say, well, let's look it up. You got to look it up. Look at him. See, he's looking it up. So they don't want you to look it up.
Right.
Right? They want you to know everything. They want you to know everything about everything. What we've learned over the years is we've had experts on Sosa. I mean, you done sat there, me, you, and they said, oh, I don't know. See
all the time.
See,
all
the scientific method, right, starts off with the question of not knowing. You question. It's a question. You ask questions when you're trying to find out something.
Yep.
Right. You could even bring things up they might not be sure about. You know what? You know what? You might be right about that. Let me look into that. I think you're like this.
Remember we had an expert on the panel, the white guy. What's his name? He was like, hold on, let me look it up. And he goes grab the book off his thing and start. Okay, I found it. Looking it up. What I was supposed to say? But don't look that up.
Dr. Andy admitted, he said, well, you know what? I need to do a little bit more work on this. It's obvious that you guys have put more work into this. There was no problem admitting that when Chill came up and made us a couple of points that Dr. Andy didn't know. He said, oh, you know what? Maybe I need to do a little bit more research on this. You're making some excellent points. Like when you're an academic, you have no problem saying you don't know. Realize, though, Enki never explained what pangenesis is. He never did.
He doesn't have to. You know already. The words to tell you
never.
You have to interpret. Yes, you have to be able to interpret the words that he's saying. Remember, English is magic. So if you understand the magic of English, when he says words like pangenesis, you should already know that he's talking about God creating everybody across the globe.
Not when you say you teaching and stuff like that. Nah,
exactly.
Ain't buying that. That's BS.
Tonight again.
Define your terms. Like literally. You really think you're a master teacher around here?
He's asked a direct question, and his answer, for him to answer, he needs to have some more information from you. See, that's another flim flam. They do the 21 questions, so they test what you know. Yeah, so they can fit it in there. He refused to answer the question. Yeah, he refused to answer the question because the brother wouldn't say whether he supports Ankh or not. Bro, that has nothing to do with you answering a question.
Crazy.
That is like, man.
Take an hour. You want you to forget.
The questioning is sea lining. That's another like logical fallacy tactic. It's called sea lining when you just asking questions. So now we know what that is.
That was the Malachi York tactic, the Nuwabian tactic. Ask you 300 questions.
I'm talking about an educated community.
In the deck.
I'm not talking about the pseudo-conscious community. Use the pseudo-conscious community. That they're not the standard. Yeah, no, not at all. And for everybody saying, "Oh, you got to do this, Inky, you might get your head." Oh, the people go, so what? Them people don't even want to be corrected. They want to believe in their bias anyway. Pseudo killers ain't never been worried about, you know what I'm saying, winning or losing. We're gonna put it out there. You're gonna eat it or you're not. We only can lead you to the water. Yeah. So we don't go to school.
How you
Oh
gonna
my
lose to a
God.
pseudo?
Oh,
How you gonna lose
yeah.
to a pseudo that doesn't
Will
have
have to
one shred
drop
of
asleep,
evidence to
bro.
support his claims? How you gonna
Right.
lose to a
That's
pseudo
what it
that
is,
doesn't
though.
have one ounce of evidence to support nothing he's saying?
Yeah, now he reading the chat
Oh
GBT
my
and he
God.
understand that.
I gotta watch. So
The
that
pseudo
was
causes
they did a show tonight. I'm
everything.
gonna go back and watch. I'll go
Oh,
back and
you
watch.
missed it, bro. I got a clip from that show, bro. He trying to tell me that the theory of evolution, right? I say, yo,
Yeah.
scientific theory is the theory of evolution by way of natural selection,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
He say, no,
Right.
he wrote in the Descent of Man. I said, no, the theory was already published. I said, in the Descent of Man, it was the application of his scientific theory, right? And in that work, he's applying it to humans and he's introducing sexual selection, right?
Mm.
Pangenesis, right? He's applying it, the theory of evolution, right? But he's trying to figure out the mechanism, right? That actually with inheritance, how is inheritance transferred? And he get it wrong.
Yep. That's it.
Right.
Watch this. He calls Darwin a racist, but yet he big ups Galton, the father of eugenics.
Well, wow.
All over the place.
Hey man, listen, but that's why I say, hey, everybody, listen, yo.
And didn't Darwin tell Galton like, yo, you misrepresent my work? Like,
Yep, he told him that. Yeah,
chill out with that. Like cut it out, bro.
knock it off, but that ain't what I'm saying. Yep,
Yeah.
he starts a whole field eugenics based off of the misunderstanding of Darwin's work, and it's tricky because Galton is a scientist, a naturalist, right? And he does do stuff
Galton
like
was serious. Yeah, Galton was serious.
Galton was serious. It's the craziest thing ever, bro.
Yeah.
Big up to
So
Slim
you
Crazy.
can't take them out of context and out of their time, right? You're embedded in a society and you're embedded in a thinking system, in a way of thinking. You operate within the framework that you're operating in, and even then, you're saying, "Wait a minute, this isn't right." Right? That was the fight, the internal battle that Darwin was dealing with. Right? Wait a minute, are we? Wait a minute, but given the opportunity, this individual can be just as intellectual and sophisticated and civilized as us. So it's exposure, not real intellect. Like those are all the discoveries that he made doing this work. So why do we stay stuck on a particular nomenclature and misrepresent everything that what it stood for? Savage is primitive. And if you
That's why
look
I don't
at
really go for
technology,
that.
yeah,
They only using that to say that's why we're not that we're not apes.
yeah,
It's the racism that links the African and the black man with the ape, and that's why he made the connection because he's a racist, and we're not apes. We're not monkey. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only reason they say. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So they're using that to So that's why I say, you know what? Okay, he's a racist. Okay, great.
So
Okay, now what? And just go from there. He's a bigot.
But how is he when
that's what
Now
I
what?
asked.
he can't
That's
be?
what,
He's a
Because he's
bigot.
calling
Now what?
everybody, even the Europeans.
It
He's
don't
calling the
doesn't
Europeans
matter,
apes. He's
Juju.
calling everybody an ape.
asked him that, Sosa.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
dumb right
let's
there,
just say
bro.
he's
That's
a
some
bigot.
wild cherry
Now what?
picking, bro.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
He's
That's what
not
I asked.
discriminating,
He's
bro.
Charlie Kirk. He's Charlie Kirk. Now
Everything,
what?
Ah,
Let's
everything
go.
please
you
don't bring
just
his
said,
name
Let's
up.
go.
Please
that
don't
whole
bring his name
appeal
up.
to emotion, that whole spill you did, the appeal to emotion, Darwin's a racist. Okay, I agree with
Yeah,
you.
I
Now,
agree.
You petty.
does
You so Lord.
anything you just said affect, debunk, or undermine Darwin's theory of evolution by means of natural selection? He could not answer. Doing the flim flam. Two questions I asked him. He has still to answer those two questions, Sosa. That was a simple question. That's a yes or no question. He couldn't answer. A whole spiel, appeal to emotion, the racist, and then he bring up the Margaret Sanger. He did that whole spiel.
When he
And I
did
simply
that,
tonight, yeah. And I simply asked him, okay, Enki, after that whole appeal to emotion, that whole
I
spiel
bring
that
up
you did,
Marvin Sanger. She used eugenics. No.
Yeah, he did
Yeah,
all that.
but you know she actually wasn't that. That's
I know.
Yeah, some complication there. Yeah. She got
No.
involved in it because they were trying to get a little ish off, but she ended up changing up and coming up
Right.
out of that. But yeah,
Guess what
she's pretty interesting too,
that's
because she's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
we need to talk about her because she takes the fall for people like Kellogg and a whole bunch of other people that people don't ever mention. She takes the fall trying to get white women birth control. That's some
Sex
bullshit. She ain't even
education.
thinking about us.
Sex,
The fuck?
sex
That's
education.
literally her
Right.
platform. Trying to
Yeah.
get white women to
Yeah,
write that
sex
birth control because
education and birth control.
Yeah, birth
yeah,
control,
those
sex
type of
Because
laws, like
in
women can't have birth control.
underprivileged
You're supposed to have as
communities.
many children as possible. Yeah, and
yeah,
they
because I think
stuck
her
her
mom,
in.
I think her mom might have went either insane or committed suicide
From too much
because
children. Yeah.
too much trouble. Yeah, like she knows she was coming from. Having a bunch of babies and
Yeah.
so forth, so on. Yeah. Like,
And the ignorance to
Yeah.
reproductive health, right? The overall ignorance to reproductive health, right? And how you reproduce and these type of things. That was the main impetus.
yeah,
Today,
and women not
sex
Man,
having control over their
education,
bodies. Women not having control over their
listen.
bodies
education
too.
is taught in school. Like
Are we back in the 19, what was that, 20s,
exactly.
15,
Like
10?
come on, man.
Are
Like
we back to that? Listen, I'm going to tell the women something. If y'all need something done, just go to another reputable country and get it done. For real. Stop tripping. And I'm talking about like to save your life. I'm not trying to be mean, but in England, they don't have no limit. We had this
Yeah,
conversation on TikTok.
should do a show on
And
Marcus Sanger, kind of flush it out.
You know
yeah,
who
The,
put
the
that conversation?
controversy, whatnot. Who?
I'm
Huh?
biased. I'm biased. He got that shit down pat. That's his
for
Yeah,
people.
because him and Nepal had a conversation years and years ago. years and years ago.
conversation on what?
Margaret Sanger, because she dealt with like a lot of the some of the people that were involved in civil rights, a lot of the reverends, and
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That's
because they
all.
was interested in bringing birth control into
Yeah,
those
that's
communities.
all part of empowerment, right?
Oh, yeah.
Control of your body, your
It was
reproductive
unheard of.
health.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
She
was
was
really
getting,
trying to help the community. She wasn't trying to kill the
she
community like you right.
was.
It's the
But they
craziest
was
thing, yo.
dragging her ass. That's why she joined, because she didn't want to get dragged. Because they was dragging her at first for doing that. And
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? She wasn't getting no
The first time she tried to introduce, she had to flee the country. You
What?
understand that?
dragging
Yeah.
her.
She left the United States. She
That's
had to
why she
flee.
joined forces
Yeah,
with
and
the
then she
with the
came back.
real
Yeah,
eugenics. That's what it was. Yeah, they dragged her. You feel
it's
me?
a pretty it's a pretty interesting story.
Yeah, and then people love to say Marcus Singer, and I'm like, nigga, but y'all eating frosted flakes. Stop it.
Yeah.
Because Kellogg, like, he was one of the money men in that. You feel me? And he really believed in, you feel me, we're the superior race. And they believed by even like getting rid of poor and, you feel me, mentally disabled white people. Like, they just wanted to get rid of all the bad. And
Um,
like, yeah.
yeah,
It,
I mean, if you go and look at the
the white
doctrine
people,
of
they gonna
yeah, yeah, I mean, the pure
yeah,
Aryan
that's what
race,
it was
the
about.
pure Aryan race didn't include all Europeans,
It
mind
wasn't
you.
so much about the pure. I don't remember it being so much about the pure Aryan race. It was more about, we need like superior genes. I don't think it went to race then. You feel me? Just like we don't want no elements or anything within our population. Everybody is like perfect. You get what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
that was
Yeah, but
that
race
That
was
was
that that was
that
it.
was
but
I
race
think
was
I
the
think Hitler.
that was part of his philosophy. The children
yeah,
of Brazil, where he was experimenting in eugenics, trying to produce the
Who you
perfect,
talking about? Who's he?
Hitler.
Are you talking about who's?
Hitler.
Yeah, but
Hitler.
wait.
Yeah.
So the
Hitler.
eugenics in America was before Hitler, so let's not confuse them though. You feel me? He actually
But
took the playbook.
it was always race though. It was always race.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was race, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like
Good good
I know a
genes.
lot of
Like, yeah,
it.
so
Listen, they were like really exterminating white people, like in America. You feel me? In the insane asylums. They got one in Tallahassee, right? So this I know a little bit of history about. So, you know, they was more
That's
focused on
why.
them. Of course there was racist, but shoot,
Yeah.
it was
They was focused
crazy.
on them, but
You're
the
Yeah, we
also
were
because
collateral damage in a way.
you didn't really have rights, but so you wouldn't.
Facts.
You of course you, but we don't have to concern ourselves with you. You're not even worth talking about. You see what I'm
I got
saying?
it.
Yeah. So that's always there.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that
think
was always
you was
there.
talking about me.
and it
We
was
talking
those
about in
The
general
Puritan
this
times,
conversation.
right?
No, I'm talking about in terms of the black people. Like it was always about them. Yeah. Like of course, we don't gotta talk about you. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
You do
Okay.
that's
the automatic.
understood. Yeah, like that's understood. Now let's get
Even
rid of
in
some of
Right.
these,
Facts.
the
retarded or handicapped. You feel me?
Facts.
So
yeah.
yeah.
So they was trying to eliminate the possibility or clean up the races, right? To breed a superior race. But this goes back to what was being done in England or in Europe in the Puritan days, right? The aristocrats and the elites, they could only marry amongst elites and this type of thing. Why? Because the idea of
Inbreeding.
producing superior offspring, right? A cultured, and but that was the thought process. You
Right.
cannot mingle with a commoner. Having an offspring with a commoner would deteriorate your good stock.
The gene
That's,
pool. Yeah.
they use
Isn't
words
that
like good
the
stock back in the day.
Edinburgh family, the really infamous
There you
royal
go.
family? What's their
There
name?
you go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
crazy.
Mhm.
Just you know, like it's almost like backwards. You think you taking 10 steps forward, but y'all is trash backwards, going
But
against nature and everything.
science
Y'all just
is
y'all know
counterintuitive.
they didn't know the error of their ways. That's funny. They thought they was
Science is
doing something.
counterintuitive. Science is counterintuitive. No, you need to go as far away from your family as possible and find you some another genes. Don't do that. It doesn't work like that. Why your brother dumb then?
Yeah, boy. Crazy.
Oh man.
That was
Wow.
crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna segue because I heard something today.
What you heard? What you
You can
heard?
jump in because how the hell? Why are people focused on Haiti and why are they getting it wrong? That shit irks me so bad. Excuse my
Oh,
language.
Scam X.
Cause
Hello,
nah,
Scam
I
X.
wouldn't even scam X right there. Cause how the hell you're gonna say, yeah, they enslaved each other after they got independence? No, nigga, it wasn't like that. Excuse me. I'm a little triggered because the economy was plantation economy, literally, right? So what are you supposed to do? Everybody's supposed to be free? Or are you gonna have order and like people gotta work? Or you know, it was already trash because all these embargoes and the rest of the world
Exactly.
refused. You feel me? Wouldn't trade with him. So I like that's when it really hit me. You feel me? When Uncle's always saying like, you know, we can't be separate because in those times you really can't be separate, right? So that was already crippling. So you even got to feed your people. So they was trying to say it was called I can't get off the phone right now because I'll die. It had a particular name for it. Starts with an A, I think. If you could look up the system, if anybody can, that the Haitians had after they were independent, and it was similar to serfdom. So it wasn't slavery because they weren't considered property. They weren't free, but I guess it was a type of socialism. Like everybody had to work, everybody had to pitch in and give in. And to hear people sit on the panel, oh yeah, they enslaved each other after independence.
We
I don't
Like
know
talking about an agrarian society.
where does this coming from. I don't
it's
know where this
it's
is coming
just
from.
yeah, it's funny though that in this time and age, looking back on it in hindsight, but we want to say how we want to judge things, but just imagine being in that situation, right?
Are you talking?
Where it's coming from? Yeah, somebody said that Haitians enslaved each other after 18 the independence.
I think you're talking about an agrarian society. You said it started with an A, right?
That's what it is. Yep, it might be. I'm still gonna have to double check that. And I was
I
like,
think that's
holy
what it is.
crap. They said, oh yeah, the reason why they owe France money is because France loaned them a whole bunch of ships and they never paid them for it. Like, what?
And loan them. How you gonna loan you something in the middle
Are
of
Yeah,
you
the
and
day?
they gave this, and they and I forgot this white boy got him too for some racks. I forgot the white boy name. Ran off with a bag on him.
Oh man.
But
You
it
know
was
what I'm saying? I forgot
they never
what it
asked for
was.
no ships. France sent ships to coerce them and paying them reparations for ending slavery.
All the
Like they were
scandal.
coercing them, so they sent warships. Haiti
Scandal.
never got no damn ships or owed them no money for no ships. They owed them
Man, you ain't
money
never,
for I
how
don't
how do you owe
understand that.
anybody some money when they enslaved you and brought you to the place you
Exactly. Yeah,
at?
they
Let
don't
me
owe
get
them
this straight.
shit.
You bring me to the
I'm
island.
speaking it. I'm speaking technical. You know,
No, I'm with you. I'm
technically,
saying it doesn't make
that's
sense. No, it doesn't make
that.
sense. You're
Don't
never.
you arguing with the wrong person? You have to argue
No, I'm
about
not
history,
arguing with you.
rights,
I'm
and
agreeing
ground.
with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it. It don't make no sense. They don't owe them shit. They should have been getting that
Yeah.
money for
How am I
real.
owe you? Why am I even standing on the island in the first place? Let's do that.
Exactly.
Talk to
You
me.
know,
Why am I here? I don't even know where the hell I'm at. What? Why? Why have I
and
been working? Why have I been
yeah,
working for
it's
free?
so right. But I know this conversation is coming up because of the conditions in Haiti. But you know, I will also pose to say that the reason why the conditions are the way they are in Haiti today is because what happened.
Economic embargoes, and they
Yes,
have to pay
exactly
France
what happened.
A lot.
reparations to close
It's
to
literally been
90
generational.
or 900
No
million
country will
francs.
trade with them. How are you going to
Yeah,
sustain an island with no country trading with you? Explain that to
and
me.
they
You
had to
cannot
pay
produce
And
France
everything you
reparations.
need
then you got
on
Papa
one
Doc.
island.
Then you got Papa Doc coming in there.
It, it was
And
called
you
a
know,
Right,
and
right.
and
He
and
was
America
brilliant.
and American government, you know, play this period. You
Facts.
know what I mean? Yeah,
I
so
think they're there
yeah,
now. You feel
they're
because you
me?
there
didn't
now,
want
Like
because you
they're
we
there
wouldn't.
now.
taking all the
Because
gold, taking all the
how the
gold. The Americans
hell
control the
you
mines, the
got
gold mines.
Yeah, you couldn't have it. You know, at that
crazy?
time, imagine in that there being a successful country, or you know, or a little area like that
Oh,
revolted.
That's
You know what I'm
all
saying? Like,
black.
nah, they could not allow that. That would that. I mean,
Facts.
so yeah,
Definitely.
and Haiti too is just they're in a their locale, like in terms of natural disasters, is just
yeah,
it's just
poor
a very
infrastructure.
unfortunate area to be in. This
Yeah,
is
poor infrastructure, the
yeah.
last big earthquake, and so they realized they just stack blocks on top of each other. No government oversight, so these buildings collapse. There's no steel in them. It's a poor construction. So,
Yeah.
but that is because of they
It's
were
a disaster.
structurally,
It's
yeah, they were structurally kept poor. And don't forget that while America was controlling the Dominican governments, right? All these Trujillo and all these puppet governments that were placed in Dominican Republic, so too was these puppet regimes placed in Haiti, right? Papa Doc and these people, these are American puppets put in position to subdue the people. That's what
Yeah,
same
Papa
thing that
Doc
was
was
here.
brutal.
Yeah, he was brutal.
He
Like
was brutal.
Trujillo and Papa Doc, they terrorized that island. Trujillo was oh man, and
Yeah,
Papa Doc was so bad that in the early 80s when Haitians migrated to the island, they would fail that name. They would refuse to say his name out loud. Like that man was pure evil. But he was supported, backed, funded by guess who?
yeah,
CIA,
United States.
American
Yeah,
government.
United States.
So
Right. Yeah. Very complicated story.
Complicated it.
It's, you know, the way my brain think is very simple. What's up, Miss Raw, Sakina Raw? You Sakina Raw drinking, still drinking the honey, the cure the cold. So I would like to say this though. If you bring a person into a situation and you strip them down bare, you work them for free, you do all that, and then on top of doing all that, you introduce a value system, okay, that's based off of slavery, based off all these things. Then, of course, at a certain point, just based off of human behavior, right, you're going to produce people like Papa Doc. You're going to do that. All you need is introduce money to the situation, separate people on that, and that's that's there. That's all in the human condition. Those type of leaders pop up everywhere. That's not an unnatural thing. And so, but to charge them for it, to say you owe reparations for it, that's even worse. That's even worse, yo. And then to put embargoes on them.
Yeah.
It's the wildest thing ever, bro.
That when I realized that, and I'm not sure, I think it is 900 million francs that Haiti ended up paying France back, reparations for the loss of income because of the revolt, with the threat up until 1990 of reinvasion if they won't fulfill their debt. In the meantime, the rest of the Western Hemisphere has an international embargo against Haiti.
Okay.
How are they supposed to make it? Like how? Embargo.
I don't know, man. They ain't supposed to make it. That's the point.
Yeah.
All right. I tell you what,
Yeah, the only reason Cuba survived is they had Russia.
Yep.
right.
They
Oh,
went communist. You feel me? Because it was the same situation that Fidel Castro found himself in. You see what they tried to kill him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you had to, you had to align with the Russians.
Did they try to kill him?
So,
Did they continually? Did they? Had him driving cars back from the 50s.
yeah.
Still to today.
Yeah.
Till today.
that shit,
They have learned to manufacture parts
Have
from
they?
scrap
Did
because they don't have they don't have access to modern cars. In Cuba today, you can go around and feel like it's 1956.
Yeah, they got him.
Yeah. Them stories are complicated, man. A lot of moving parts.
Yeah, but we all know how it's created, though, right? It's created by the people that put you in the situation in the first place. It's very interesting, man. Yeah, and that's why you got to be on point. You do. That's why I think that Ibrahim guy from Bikini Basso, yo, I think he do a great job of picking out the trading partners.
You understood?
Yeah, he's still around. Ain't knock him off yet.
You
And knock him off. You fucking with Russia. You get it? You knock him off.
Nah, but that don't mean nothing in Africa though. He still got militant groups, and you know what I mean. He's still at war too. Where he at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he got, he got the right. He got the right one. He got the right group.
Yeah. And
group.
most of his countrymen support the effort, right? Like his cleanup campaign. Like he announced it, everyone in the streets cleaning up, and he did things the right way. He understands how you say that word, sustainable development. He invested in his country and in his people slowly but surely before he kicked the French out. At the moment he kicked them out, he was pretty much self-sustainable, right? He did it the right way. He didn't go gun-ho from the beginning.
Right. Yeah, he got some common sense. All right. Yep. And he put the people first. I'm gonna take y'all back down memory lane for a minute. Right here. It's a good one right here. It's a great memory lane right here. Come on, man. What is this? Man. This ain't it. Oh man, where is that? Oh shoot, I gotta do this. No, it's not science. Hold on. Take us back. Watch this. Watch this one. Oh no. All right, got that. Got source right there. Let me share the video. Change gears on y'all real quick. This is funny.
You just should let her in.
Huh?
You just should let her in. She keep getting dropped off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't even. Yeah. All right. My fault, GG. All right, let's see if we can get this video right here. Right here. Y'all remember this, right?
It's a scientific theory. They will change it and say Darwinism is a scientific fact. It's not. It's a science.
Huh?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Ah. Oh my God.
You put this one up, Cedric, right there. We're gonna take y'all back. This is cousin of Inky. This is Inky's cousin right here. This is Inky's cousin right here. We gotta do it.
Nigga. Can I just say how many times they tried to assassinate Castro? Before you say it, they tried to assassinate Castro 634 times. I think that's official.
Damn.
Yeah, talking about running for your life.
I want some of his juju.
I know that's right. I just touch the hem of your garment. Oh boy. All right. You can play this.
Right,
oh my God.
Here's the expert. Inky's cousin.
Stop.
It's not. It's a scientific theory. They will change it and say Darwinism is a scientific fact, and it's not. It's a scientific theory. It's a theory. That's why it's Darwinism's theory.
Loud and wrong.
So dumb scientifically trying to say that it's a scientific fact, like E equals MC squared, or like energy is neither created or destroyed. Those are laws, Bobby Danger. Those are laws. What's not a law is Darwinism's theory of evolution. It's a scientific theory. So let's talk about
nigga.
Bro,
die at your source.
Where's she been at? She been around?
She got like 50,000 views. She got like 50,000 views. I'm glad them debates paid off. All that top catting paid off, boy. Good for her.
Okay.
Bad for us. Good for her, bad for us.
How's that bad for us?
Huh?
How's that bad for us? We just need to work on the education system because there's only uneducated people that can't get it. Literally. I'm not going to say that, but the majority, English speaking absolutes, the majority, highly uneducated. So, yeah, I ain't worried. We just got to affect the children and keep them in education. You feel me? Yeah, that's all. Make education cool again, pretty much. Like Anna Julia Cooper and W. Du Bois, Booker T. Washington. You feel me? Everybody, literally. You feel me? So, whatever. Arturo Schoenberg went to the Schoenberg Library. Man, it should be packed with Black people every day just to remind them. You feel me? So, that's my rant. That's all I got to say.
You good. So, you heard that. Now y'all got to hear what Inky said. It's all working together. I think they're in cahoots. They're cousins.
Pseudo-conglomerate. We're dealing with the pseudo-cabal. We're dealing with an underground pseudo-cabal of the dark ones. They are not the Illuminati, they're the dark ones.
Are these the darkest minds?
The minds of the light. These are the darkest minds. The darkest mind of the light cabal. This is the cabal, lady.
Literally, we got to start assigning characters because it's the whole Muppet Show coming together.
Oh man!
You know who Inky is? Inky is Grover.
Oh man!
Look at me! I am going
Miss
to
Piggy is already assigned.
Yeah, we got Miss Piggy, we got Super Grover, we got Froggy.
Kermit. Yeah. You're being funny. Just say Kermit, nigga. Okay.
On the next episode of Lost in Space.
Oh, maybe she did Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock was fine. Or
On the
Zoobie
Fraggle
Zoo.
Rock.
All of them
Down
would
the
have worked.
Fraggle Rock.
On the Fraggle Rock. Okay, we done.
No, keep talking. I'm trying to find the other video. This is the craziest thing ever.
Yeah, I follow Sonetta on TikTok. It says TikTok keep popping up in my FYP. So I like, let me follow Sonetta.
Yeah, Sonetta on TikTok for real. I mean,
He said, Jabari nor Ankh know what pangenesis is, so they don't know what Darwin's theory of evolution is, so they don't know what they're talking about. Like, wow. Jabari,
Simple.
Simple mathematics. Yeah.
Jabari put belt to ass and told you from the title.
So listen, I don't care how many shows he did, how much he thought about it, he don't know what he's talking about.
This man went and clipped up. He spent time making and editing, not just a 2-minute clip. He sat and edited about a 45-minute put together, mix matching and doing the utmost just to make his ego feel better. Mind you, everyone that is in the audience saw the show 2 days ago when Jabari and Ankh spanked you. We saw the show. 2 days later, you're doing as if you're coming with some revelation, something that nobody knows. He clips it up and makes a complete mockery of himself, illustrating his infantile thinking. So now you clip up you make a false video by clipping stuff up, and it's pure comedy, and you're making yourself look bad. And he does as if now he won something. He won the argument. Like, this dude is a weirdo. I think he drinking too much of that distilled water he telling people to drink. I'm just saying. Got a mineral deficiency going on.
Definitely. I'm still trying to figure out like why Jabari denied the mummy called out to me, whatever he said. Why did he deny that?
I don't know. We're gonna get him on that too.
Maybe it's because you're not being technical, because the mummy called out to him and he heard her, right?
Yeah.
He didn't have to, talk to the mummy. So, you got to be real technical. Like,
yeah, he heard the mummy spoke
with
to him.
Jabari.
Yes, the mummy spoke to him.
Lying. He'll say, well, I wasn't lying. You feel me?
The mummy spoke to him. Yes. The mummy spoke to him. And he said, tell them, I hear you. You're doing my work. You're telling my story. He swore it was Anika. Sarnetta, you got to hear this. Sarnetta, you got to hear this. I was speaking to a group of people and I heard a voice. When I turned around, I thought it was Anika. And Sarnetta, you got to hear this. She spoke to me. And when I turned around, the sarcophagus of Amanupanupu was looking at me. And I heard her voice as clear as day. She spoke to me. Sarnetta, she said, tell them I'm here. Tell them I know the work you're doing for our people.
Oh you remember that like you remember the script.
Listen. I remember that. And I'm traumatized by these experiences. I remember Times Square and the rising of the helical rising of Cyrus and the coming up of the sun, and people all in white in Times Square with the super big ankhs going
You need to stop.
Those things stink. Hey, those things stink.
Oh God.
I never grew up watching horror shows. And when I see stuff like that, it just sticks. It's right there. It's like,
Oh my God, the dramatics, the theatrics. It's just wow.
in the middle of
I'm
Times
like,
Square,
that's
the
definitely
sun
some
is rising,
Brooklyn
and
magic, bro.
Jabari is
That's
standing
some.
there with his crown. He had on this white crown that made him look like he was wearing the white crown of
Stop!
Upper Egypt.
No, not. Oh my God, the unifying crown.
He was
With the
wearing the
snake
white
on it,
crown of Upper Egypt, and
with
all of his
the
Shriners
white
were
cone and
standing
the
there
what is
in
it? The
white.
red snake.
They were all
I can't
standing there
stand
in
it.
Nubian white, in Egypt,
Oh my
in
God.
Nubian white, as Egyptians with their Ankh, and they all faced the west, and they gave reverence to Ra as he rose on. I think it's coming up sometime now. Again, it's around September or something like this. Like, or
Oh my
he just had,
God.
and in unison, Jabari said, "Hotep, Hotep, Hotep, Ra," and everybody went,
No, you lying.
Only in New York City, baby.
Oh my God, you stupid. You
Listen,
supposed to say that
listen.
everybody, you know, like if he say
Listen.
Amun and they say Ra or something like
They say,
that. Amun Ra.
the amount of
Amun
power you have to
Ra.
have over a group of grown adults to dress up in white Nubian silk and satin or white Nubian whatever and linen and go in the middle of Times Square and
Why you
do that.
saying white?
You know, they all had white on. They were all dressed in pure white. They were all
God.
dressed in pure white, and Jabari had on this crown, upper crown of Egypt, the white crown of Upper Egypt. It looked like a rhino horn, like leaning forward thing. And bro, like, ooh, yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Somebody help me with the word I want to express. And I'm gonna say cult. I got cult vibes. I'm sorry.
Miss Tiffany gonna get you. Stop
I'm
calling
sorry.
everybody pseudo.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
call everybody a cult.
Traumatized.
She gonna get you. That's petty.
I mean, listen, I give Jabari his props. He came up there, he beat up Inky. But when Ankh asked him, Jabari, tell us what the mummy said. And yes, we're not spiritual people. We're not, at least I'm not. I'm fully grounded on reality. So when people say they speak to mummies, my first question is, in which language? Did she actually speak English?
Because
Or
he
did she
can't
utter those words in
translate
Egypt?
or transliterate the meta-nature, so we know he can't speak
Listen,
Egyptian.
and the Medunetta is what they wrote. We know in those
Yeah,
42
not what
nomes,
they.
they spoke their own So even if you were
Right.
speaking which nome, which
The high
dialect,
priest
how
spoke
do you
stuff.
decide for that?
Uh,
But fortunately, over the thousands of years that she has been with us in spirit, she has become ChatGPT and became fluent in the English language, whereby she was able to articulate via telekinesis clearly her thoughts to Jabari, seeing that he is a priest of the shrine. Hey, in Egypt they had priests. I mean, I thought the Catholics had priests, but hey.
I already know Ankh's level.
Hold on.
I'll be in the chat.
Peace to the family. You got Ankh calling me right now. I want to hear
I'm
his
trying to
comments.
find that daggone. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear it.
I'm trying to find that show where I jumped up and we did the debate title. What show was that, yo? Damn, man, it got so many.
That's about 2 days ago.
I know, yo. Where is that when I pop up on that and I get to ask them? Damn, yo.
When you jumped up on
yeah, it ain't part
Inky?
two. Dr. Inky Mason's smashing two birds with one stone.
That's the one.
Huh?
That's it.
It ain't it. Yo, I ain't on here.
Oh no, that's the one when he did that whole flim flam thing. Yeah, but you jumped up on there too.
Yeah, but he got one where he cut it off. It's kind of like, damn, bro. Hold on. Go a little bit forward and find it. Damn. God damn. Is it this one? No, that's the ignorance. That ain't it. I just looked at the shit. Dang it, man. You say controversy. He put up the controversy, put up the old video trying to debunk the general science. That's crazy. Man. Dr. Inky Mason, that ain't it. Dr. Inky, that ain't it. Damn, yo. You ain't gonna help me find that, yo. I thought it was this one. Nope. Oh well.
Yo, Judah, according to the scripture.
I ain't gonna find that. Well, y'all, mighty quiet. What's going on, Reggie?
Hey, man, I had to recover from being up with you so late last night, man. I don't know what was going on, but I thought, Ankh, I thought I showed you how to do this, and maybe you can do it tonight,
Do
right?
what? Do what?
When you was debating this guy, the flat Earth guy, and
what flat Earth guy?
you had a great debate with a flat Earth guy. Killed him.
Okay.
Thought
you told me how to do it, though.
Sanchez.
So,
all right, go ahead. So you talking about Sanchez now? What you talking about, Reggie?
Yeah, him.
All
right, in that debate, I was instructed in opening up ChatGPT and examining particular people. So if you want to open up ChatGPT, and if you want to put in and examine both Dr. Inky and Brother Jabari, I think that would be instructive to the community. So you can open up ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT about Dr. Inky's, for it to analyze Dr. Inky, and it will do that for you. And open up it and analyze Brother Jabari on ancient Egypt. I don't want to, my friendship is kind of relative to my work, right?
Okay.
The community, the problem is with us.
Solution that works 5 times faster.
Go ahead. Keep talking, yo. I'm trying to find the video. Go.
Yeah. My problem is, someone like me who works really hard in Nile Valley culture, reading inscriptions, getting expert translations, before I even begin to even translate. I'm just upset about, and I have been, and I debated it, these populations that have these fringe theories, but if you put in something, ChatGPT, to analyze it, it comes out completely different as to what the engines say about people's work. Not the popular, not the emotional, right? Just what Cedric was saying. Not the spiritual, but if you opened up ChatGPT and you asked them to analyze Dr. Inky's work, why don't we listen to the facts that's out there rather than people's emotional or need for entertainment? And the same thing, for example, these comedics, right? And I think that y'all think I'm comedic, but most of the people who know me know that I am not comedic. I study it, but I don't. But outside of that, I use it for different purposes. You find out that some of these people, they don't even have, as far as ChatGPT and any other AI engines, they don't have the expertise they purport, right? And so we're going to have to use this tool, right, to help the people understand. Look it up for yourself. Take your emotions out. Look it up for yourself, right? And then when you do that, you will find what the search engines say about these type of these people, right? In general, like the comedics, you can X-ray every comedic person, right, and find out what their works, what's peer reviewed, any articles, anything that anybody would normally use to critique a person. You will ChatGPT or any AI will find it for you, and then it will analyze, right? So I'm just saying it is helpful to the community that you do this, because their profile is on popular engagement in social media, not on facts, not on facts. And so how else do we do it? When we do it, it's just our opinion and we're haters. Um, no, we have better tools now. We should use those tools. And if they have a problem, then they need to figure out what they can do on these tools to fix what the profiles are. Because ChatGPT has all of us. I personally did it for all of us, right? Not when I mean all of us, popular people in what is called the social media uh, conscious community, and it's real harsh. It's real harsh. It talks about your strengths and your weaknesses. Talks about your publications, if any, anything. What's speculative. I can say that Dr. Inky is, of all the people, he is the worst. Dr. Inky is, well, and there's some other people that you I don't that you talk about. But if you put them in the search engine, Dr. Inky, and you rate them from 1 to 10, Dr. Inky will come out a 2 in almost every area. Jabari will be higher. He will come out maybe 5. And then there's other, there's myself and there's you, right? And yeah, so if you do that, then you're helping the audience, because that's something that they can go to that's unbiased, right? You understand what I'm saying?
We've done it before. So I appreciate that. Yeah, we've done that before. That's a really good idea.
Do it
I'm gonna do that.
again. Do it,
Yeah.
especially on Dr. Inky.
Mhm.
Put on all Dr. Inky's fringe theories. Ask for his work, his education, and it's going to come up. He's a self-taught person who's and he's not even popular on social media, right? And so Sonetta's platform is a way, because that's what Sonetta does. Sonetta is interested in putting these ideas and these personalities out. That's what he does. But uh, but that's in one realm. In the other realm is, what's your publications, what's your writings, what's your theories, who agrees with you, right? And so it would be helpful on this show and other shows, in fact, or a show separate than this, just to put everybody's, ask them, find all their publications, find all their articles, find out who cites them, who quotes them, right? All their references, their education, and then you will have a kind of uh, idea and a rating scale. And they have to, if they disagree, let them go and disagree. But the fact of the matter is, the people should know. Like somebody who's a spiritual leader. Well, Jim Jones was a spiritual leader. I have a problem with that, right? I mean, I have a problem with spiritual leaders, right? And I've debated that, and I've told people what my reasons are. I'll stop. Thank you for your time.
I completely agree, Reggie. Jim Jones was a spiritual leader, and
Yeah.
my thing is continuity. Um, the ancient Kemetic culture, we know when it ended with the several invasions and ultimately the Muslim invasion, which Arabized the country.
It wasn't even a Kemetic culture.
Hold on, for y'all start the Kemetic shit. Let me play this video before we get on that rabbit hole train. Here. I don't gotta panic. I've already read the documentation on how people, lower melanin can have.
Hold on. I thought you was muted up. I thought you was muted up.
Scamming. Stop.
I thought you was muted up, sir. I thought you was muted up.
Don't you scam these people?
I thought you was muted up.
You don't want to talk about the melanin. Talk about the subject. Go ahead.
I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead.
Oh, talk about the subject. I've already said what I want to talk
about. Whatever I want to talk about when I start talking. You're gonna learn how to be quiet.
Topic.
Your turn.
We have to say.
You're gonna have to learn how to have your turn.
It's your turn to talk. Man, right? You know what I just said? I ain't got all day to play with this guy. All right. Now, if he going to debate that or he not, this whole 3-day fiasco been based off him trying to debunk Charles Darwin. He even said out his mouth, Charles Darwin debunked his own work. Oh, his cousin Galton, his second cousin Galton debunked him by debunking the mechanism called. He said all that, bro. So why is he's supposed to say, let's get it in? All this talk.
He said all that.
Now wait. Why can't that be the debate right there? That's the debate. That's what I said. When he said the first time, when he said the first time is totally different. He said, now, let me explain to you the difference between what two things he just said. He said, let's debate, because Inky said pangenesis debunks the theory of evolution. And then you asked me, do I want to debate that topic? And I said, I never made that claim. Man. Now, hold up. Now he's coming in and he's saying, yeah, Inky, you said that Francis Galton did experiments and his cousin debunked pangenesis and Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. Now, if you would like to take that debate, I have no problem with that.
You said that what? Hold on, you said that what just now?
Oh, I said the what? I said what you just said. I repeated what you just said. Hold on. Now, just stop. And
no, Inky, stop it, bro. What's the second thing you said out your damn mouth?
Yeah, what's the second one? Come on, Inky.
Yo, what's happening with y'all? Y'all
because it's too much, bro. This shit is frustrating.
You gotta show some self-control.
You did not say
act your age, act your age, brother.
All right, come on, y'all. I want y'all to keep it professional. Come on, man. I don't want y'all to become enemies after this. You know how y'all get, man.
I'm not getting that way, but I want to be able to speak
that way. No, you want to flammers, bro. I simply asked you. You said you're not going. You never said that Charles Darwin, pangenesis. You know what I'm saying? Debunked his theory of evolution. Okay, I'm gonna play the tape right after you finish. You said you want to debate what? What is it that you want to debate, bro? Come on, man.
He asking you now, Inky. He asking you.
Is he gonna stop talking, or is he gonna jump back in once I say 5 or 6 words?
Go ahead. Just tell us what you're debating.
I said very specifically. First of all, we start from the top. I was off doing whatever I was doing.
Brother, just tell us what the topic is for the debate, bro.
Whoa, you gotta relax.
We all relax, man.
You keep cutting me off. You keep cutting me off.
He doing it on purpose, yo. On purpose.
No, listen, I'm not gonna allow y'all to create no false narratives. I didn't call Uncle out. Hold on. I did not call
out. We know about all that, bro. I never called you out, my nigga. You made that up. So now that you here in a tough environment, let's get it in. What you doing?
Okay.
Come on, man.
You know that's in the next
15 5 minutes on time. I'm going back into retirement. I'm gonna count to 10. 1.
I'm not gonna say anything till you stop talking.
2.
All right, stop talking.
I'm gonna do the thing.
All right, go ahead, Inky, go ahead. He stopped talking.
Okay, now what I said very specifically was that pangenesis was the scientific portion of Charles Darwin's theory, and that Francis Galton.
You ain't gotta say no more. Let's debate that. Don't even say no more. Write that shit down. Write that shit down. Yeah, that's what I got put up with. I got put up with that right there. Got put up with that right there. That man right there. That's the big topic right there, yo. Right there, bro. Right there. That's a debate topic. Craziest shit ever, yo. Crazy. That's a debate topic, yo.
You ready too?
He opened his mouth up.
That's a
and
debate
he's
topic.
saying, and he killed himself.
That's a debate topic, yo. That pan-genesis is the scientific portion.
So what was up?
He like dosing now.
So what was the other stuff? Love? Like what was all the other shit? Just
Hereditary is a mechanism. Darwin's explanation was debunked, but hereditary itself is still a mechanism. That is a we got genes to prove that. So Inky is
you off topic right now, yo. That man said that the scientific portion of Charles Darwin theory of evolution is pangenesis.
The scientific portion.
Hey, right there, nigga. That's we debating, yo. I'm telling you, they're gonna flip some other.
That's it.
And the rest of it. And the
That's
rest
it.
Of it is what?
That's
the rest
fluff.
of it is what? Natural selection is what?
Yeah.
Fillers. Just fillers.
Man, listen, man. Fillers. You gotta be dumb.
The rest of that shit is jibber jabber.
So natural selection and the many mechanisms that occur,
jibber jabber,
reproduction, genetic diversity, horizontal gene flow.
Yeah, jibber jabber.
All of that is jibber jabber.
Man, ain't no joke, yo.
And he said, Sosa, he said we cannot attribute nothing in modern biology or evolutionary biology to Darwin because Darwin was dead when all that stuff came about. Ow!
No. His mistakes, Charles Darwin's mistakes is very important to science. Mistakes are important to science.
Of course, you learn what was wrong. You learn what pathway doesn't work. That's all knowledge. Now, we ain't going down that road. That doesn't work. That's what Galton did.
That's correct. And then we got better tools, right? DNA, and I was able to fix it. But we didn't know up until that point, until Galton Galton made his determination that okay, we need to scrap that and we need to go another direction. Mistakes are good, right? In science, mistakes are not good in pseudoism.
But you see, Reggie, that is only the scientific portion of the theory, right? So the rest of it
jibber jabber.
You're killing your debate by doing all of these shows. Just do the debate because anybody watching this.
The Inky starts celebrating. Either he's either a grifter or he's insane. It's one of the two. There's no middle ground there.
This point, there's no in between. There's no in between.
He's lightweight Jim Jones. Here, drink the water. Kill your kidneys.
Distill water.
Yeah, kill your kidneys.
Oh man, I remember that. Oh god.
With a 40-day food fast while he's eating McDonald's.
I'd rather drink a 40-ounce.
Nah, I remember the Tahaga Bay thing when he was trying to the water he was trying to sell.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And he's trying to sell people distilled water as a part of the overall cure for herpes and some other viral disease. Now, if you know herpes, you know that there's no cure for it, right? So now, how is drinking distilled water and a 40-day food fast gonna fight a virus?
Hey, listen,
Because you die, you don't got to worry about no more. You be dead. You got to worry about fighting nobody.
Yeah, your kidneys gonna shut down before you get rid of the herpes. Don't worry.
I did the same thing, man, with the WAS staff. The WAS staff is supposed to be some pulmonary, and the ancient Egyptians was performing open heart surgery with no anesthesia. Right?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Right. I went through the same thing Ankh went through. But look, I mean, at some point it didn't turn into a debate. Well, it turned into more of a conversation. But open heart surgery, ancient Egyptians were performing open
Hey,
heart surgery.
Reggie, never go through it without getting no money. It's a chance to educate, yo.
Well, you are correct, Ankh. That is your formula. That is your formula.
It ain't worth it. Here you go. So watch this. Here, conversation. Here you go. This your man's. All right. Listen to him.
A naturopathic doctor. So whatever you say, like what Saw was saying, to discredit me, I'm just saying, if you're an expert on Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, then you're supposed to be familiar with pangenesis, because that was the scientific portion of it. Darwin explained his theory of evolution. That's how Darwin explained natural selection when he was challenged. He was challenged on his theory of evolution, and his response was pangenesis. And when it was tested, it was found out to be incorrect, right? So when we talk about the scientific method, like you bring up the scientific method, and we discussed it the other day, and even when Juju came in, Juju actually agreed with me. That was the funniest part of the video. Is like everybody that disagreed with me, the substance of what they were saying actually was what I was saying. So like Juju was trying to disagree with me and support you, but in the middle of what she was saying, and you know we got video, but in the middle of what she was
Juju will kick his ass. You know?
He beat Juju up in that mother. Juju agrees with me. Hey, Juju, man, you gotta stop agreeing with you.
You agree with Enki? How can you do that?
Don't make her mad.
But he did it to me tonight, Brother Reggie. He said abiogenesis. These atheists believe in abiogenesis, or rubbing two rocks together, you get mad. So I jump up on the panel.
Let me finish this video. Hold on, let me finish this video. We could talk about you jumped up on the panel, yo. You want me to take a clip from that, yo?
Yeah, you need a clip on that.
All right, hold on. What time?
His greatest hits.
The greatest.
She said, when people create scientific theories or hypotheses and they test it, and they test it to validate it, and it's found to be incorrect, it's no longer science, right? It's no longer considered to be a scientific theory. So that's actually, in essence, what I was saying, right? That's what I was saying, in essence, is that Charles Darwin's theory of evolution was tested and it failed. So
Hold on. Watch this. Look.
So there's that part, right? There's that.
Can we discuss that part?
Absolutely. Go in. Do your thing.
So, and this is where you keep getting it wrong at. Everything you just said was actually misorganized, because that's not what pangenesis did. And so I'm not an expert on evolution. That's just something that it says, bro. I'm a layman like everybody else who decided to read a damn Dr. Ben's book that pushed me to scientific endeavor and reading high-level scientific information. So I'm going to make mistakes, right? I'm not going to know as much as an expert would. So you can expect me to say more often than an expert. I don't know. At least we to the elevation point where you can admit you don't know something. That's all I'm saying. So that's not a game.
Cool. That's cool.
But you take advantage of that, though.
I didn't. No, I didn't. That is between Sa and Jabari. That I did not take advantage.
Let me finish my point, though. My point is the way you're characterizing a pangenesis. Now I'm gonna ask you for a source. What sources you have that will say that pangenesis actually debunked the scientific quote unquote theory of Charles Darwin's evolution by way of natural selection? See, that's the question, bro. Now, so I just asked you a question. Give us a source.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
You cannot ask me.
I'm going to answer your question directly.
Go on like that. Go
while
ahead.
at the same time asking you a question.
Don't you need that time to get it right, though, bro? I think you need that time to get that right.
What? Wait, why? I'm going to give you a source and I'm going to ask you a question.
All right.
Here's a source.
Now, remember, this is the source that's supposed to debunk Charles Darwin theory of evolution, because that's what I asked.
What is that?
It's the variation of animals and plants under domestication. That's the book that Charles Darwin wrote. He wrote that, I believe, in 1860.
And he's saying that book debunked natural selection.
Yeah, because that's the source of this answer. For watch it. Look, crazy as shit. You remember he said that's the science right there. And once that science got debunked, then it debunked Charles Darwin evolution. You get it? Crazy as shit. Flim.
So Darwin debunked himself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Go ahead.
You see that right there?
I ain't looking.
Sa, can you make the screen big on me so we can all see this right here?
What? Let me see, man. You always playing. What is that?
Can you see that?
Stop. The variation of animals and plants under. Yeah, that's what he discussed pangenesis at, man. Come on, bro. This is me.
Okay. So
am I right or wrong?
That's a fact. So are you familiar with this material?
That look New York. It look like you just got there yesterday. Where you get that from? Overnight?
I know. I got this overnight. But meanwhile, wait. I got this overnight. But meanwhile, I was the only one on the show yesterday.
Hold that book up again. I dare you. I dare you hold it up. Turn it to the side. The white page. Look, the other way. The other way. Man, you ain't read that damn book, Ankh.
Listen to what I'm saying. All right, go ahead, bro. Don't.
The back of it ain't cracked. The pages ain't read that.
Look like a whole bunch of loose leaf paper when you buy it back to school. It's a brand new white. That's crazy.
New white.
He gotta stop it. He gotta stop that, yo. Stop it. Stop it, bro. You gotta stop that, man. He ain't
They got to see the say that. They got to say.
He just got that muffin from Amazon next day, yo. He arguing with us. He goes the next day shipping, yo.
Oh my God.
It's pathetic, mineral water on the book.
Yo, he's had a back bent. Yo, it's a paper. Come on, yo. Hold on, watch this. Look.
Don't try to use your charisma and your jokes to distract people from the actual information.
Okay, so go ahead.
Everybody, wait, listen. Everybody already saw yesterday that I was the only person on the show familiar with pangenesis.
Hold on. Jabari claimed he knew it. I'm saying I didn't, so I'm good with that.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen, Jabari did not know pangenesis at all. We saw throughout the video he didn't. Even when Jabari pulled up his articles, he totally defrauded the community.
I wouldn't say that.
Invalidated. He did, because he was supposed to be pulling up information on pangenesis, and guess what he did? He pulled up 2 articles on natural selection. So he pretended to have source material.
Yeah, man, that man be playing, man. We gotta put him right here in the category with this human being right here. They doing the same thing.
Theory. They will tell you that Darwinism is a scientific fact, and it's not. It's a scientific theory. It's a theory. That's why it's Darwinism's theory.
Okay, I got a question.
So dumb, scientifically, trying to say that it's a scientific fact, like E equals MC squared, or like energy is neither created or destroyed. Those are laws, Bobby Baby. Those are laws. What's not a law? Darwin's theory of evolution. It's a scientific theory. So let's talk about.
Oh God.
I quit. on both of them. They cousins.
Oh my God.
He said that you agree with him. That's why we were
What
talking
could
about
we
you.
possibly? That's I heard my name in my dreams,
How
and I
you
hopped on the
agree
pedal.
with
Cause
Inky?
how the hell? What could we possibly agree upon? What could we possibly agree upon? What? My whole point is science is self-correcting.
Oh man.
You feel me? Because it's like, oh, it's wrong. Can't be science now. Nah, that's what happens. Lots of people get things wrong. Get it wrong, you get it right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most
It's a
scientists probably have more
theory.
losses than wins, but that's
It's
what
a
it is.
theory. Charles Darwin theory, evolution. It's a theory.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Theory.
I don't want to hear that shit.
It's a
I'm so tired of her.
theory.
It's a
It's a
scientific.
theory.
It's
Like,
not a
keep saying
law.
that.
It's not a
The
law.
funny. It's not a law. It's a scientific theory. I'm like,
I
is
would
she
have
agreeing
for
with
your
us, or
information,
is she agreeing
it is
with us?
not a
Like,
law.
what? It's a theory. It's a scientific theory.
Not a law. E equals square.
E equals MC squared is a law. It is not a
What?
theory.
That has nothing to do with it at all. It's a mathematical equation. Math is proof. That's what it was. What is that? Oh my God, Cedric, you were funny. Cedric, why were you doing your
I'm gonna
mannerisms had
blame
me
Ndovi, yo.
dying
I'm gonna
because he
blame
was like,
Ndovi.
"What
I'm gonna
the
blame
hell?"
Ndovi.
Hey man, that
What?
nigga, man.
No, yo, I'm gonna blame you, yo. You ain't got these people straight yet, yo.
Hey
How are
bro,
you
hey,
What the hell?
Inky pulling the same tactics he been pulling from 9 years ago, bro. Crazy, bro.
Man.
Crazy, yo.
And you know what's crazy? Like when if anybody, I don't give a fuck if it's just basic electives of anything that you deal with in the beginning of just dealing with just regular biology. No one gives a damn about a mechanism that failed. So for him to find, that, for him to find something like that, to come up with a conclusion shows how twisted this dude is.
Idiot. He's an
Seriously.
idiot.
Yeah, and he only brought
Anybody
that
who
up
agrees with him,
for a gotcha moment.
you are an
He only
idiot.
brought that up for a gotcha moment because Jabari made him look stupid.
The theory or what we understand as evolution is evolution and natural selection and natural selection. None of the mechanisms was excluded when you deal with the natural mechanisms of evolution, which is natural selection, sexual selection, mutation, genetic drift, gene flow, non-random, and horizontal gene transfusion. If you represent those 7, sometimes you may see 6.
Yeah.
None of that shit was destroyed. None of it.
None
You
of it. Hereditary itself was not destroyed. His explanation was
his explanation was destroyed because what happened is that he talked about inheritance. Now, when Galton did the thing with the blood with rabbits, and he seen with the gimlets, what he thought those were hereditary particles. So when he tried to do the experiment with the blood transfusion of the rabbits, he's saying that it came from direct parents, and it got rid of that mechanism of what he tried to say. But it didn't get rid of the idea of how hereditance is overall. So his whole thing is bullshit.
I've been making that point
Yeah,
the
that's what
whole
we said
week.
earlier.
His
That's the exact point.
explanation is wrong, but the concept of hereditary is firmly in place. So what did you debunk then?
Nothing at all. He did this before, brother. He did. If you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but me and Ankh debated this guy years ago, and he talked about horizontal gene transference. So what this guy do? He finds certain things that he feels that no one else knows about, or even when he did abiogenesis. And when he does things, he does that in order to give himself a play. That's why he's stagnant. He never has a source. He plays games like he talks in circles.
No.
It's just a mind game that he's doing. He's a
Try to
master
ask me a
manipulator.
billion questions.
He's a
I
master
said, nah.
manipulator. He's a
Keep
master
answering my
manipulator.
questions.
He knows the psychological drifter tactics, and he plays games with people.
Course.
That's what he does. He running game.
Yeah, he running game. Tonight I asked him, since you made the claim that abiogenesis is rubbing rocks together and there, boom, you get a human, can you provide me with a source for that? He flips it around and says, I don't know what abiogenesis is because rocks are required for minerals. This dude is
Got him. He got you. He got you.
That is Dulcinea all the way, bro. They definitely are the same person. That's wild.
Flim flammery. And I keep asking him, Inky, you made a claim. I know what science says about abiogenesis. I want to see if you have a source to back up the nonsense you just said. Well, he obviously doesn't know that abiogenesis requires phosphates, and phosphates requires minerals, and minerals come from rock. Inky, that's not what you said, Inky. Inky, you said rub rocks together and boom, you got a human being. So you skipped over the whole RNA synthesis, you skipped over all of that. And so show me that. Since you're making these wild claims, do you have a source? Inky insisted, I do not know what abiogenesis is. And since we don't have a theory for abiogenesis, evolution falls apart because he's holistic.
Man, y'all hit that link. Open show. Go ahead. Go ahead, Street.
You got to keep the drifter game up, man. That man falling apart, man. It's just part of the game. It's an old pseudo organized tactic. That's all. But the problem with the thing with Inky is he does read, but he selects what he chooses, and he knows that most people in the community. This is what the problem is. A lot of Americans. I'm not even going to just ban us as just black people, but a lot of Americans are not scientifically literate. So you have these guys like him that can pick certain things and run game on people and sound deep and manipulate information and data. That's an organized pseudo. So that's what he does. He finds things that he feels like, look, who goes out their way to find some shit on Darwin with that mechanism of inheritance? Like, who does that? A failed model. He looked for a failed model.
The magician does.
Come on, bro.
The magician.
The whole discussion. He pulled that out of his hat. You're right. He's a magician. Because it was completely non-sequitur. It had nothing to do with the discussion. Jabari made him look bad, and all of a sudden he goes, oh, let me ask you a question. What is pangenesis? Huh?
Wait. You said minerals come from rocks. Y'all didn't catch that? He said minerals come from rocks, right? Right? Did y'all catch that?
Yeah, I know it's stupid, man. Come on.
Minerals are the building blocks. They are the building blocks, right? So minerals come from rocks? No, minerals are the building blocks of rocks.
Exactly.
This shit is dangerous, man.
Y'all missed that? Y'all should put that on speed.
And which part of the human organism, if you break it down to its elements, all of its elements are chemistry. And when you get chemistry, you get biochemistry, and eventually you get biology.
He makes way for biology, absolutely.
He's skipping all of those steps, right, and confusing the people as if abiogenesis, we do not have components of it. We might not never have a full-fledged theory because we cannot replicate Earth's early form, right? The early conditions of a young Earth. He knows this. So based on not having a complete theory for abiogenesis, he assumes that that disqualifies evolution. I mean, look, man, it's infantile at this point.
It's the god of a gap trick that they do. Him, Lex Vortex. Yeah. What they do is they insert bullshit in the gaps and create this invisible bridge that doesn't exist, and then find a crack. So this is the god of the gap shit they doing. That's all they do. You gotta remember, Inky was hiding under a shell for years. He had little underground stuff going on. He tucked his tail a long time. Now the money done ran out because nobody really knows him. He's getting older. So now he has to come out here and run game again to keep himself relevant. That's what's going on. And he called out Ankh. He called out y'all. Everybody know that you guys, when it comes to information, the pseudo killers is popping, right? So what he did was he called out Ankh. Ain't nobody been talking about it because to us he was extinct. He was gone. He was already destroyed. So now he calling y'all out to find some type of network so he can keep himself relevant. That's what's going on with him. He's a magician. We're dealing with a fucking magician, man.
Facts.
Abiogenesis itself is a scientific theory.
hypothesis. We don't have a complete model yet. RNA synthesis is promising, but we do not have a complete and coherent theory, scientific theory of yet. We have several models, but the complete picture isn't there yet. So we can
I think
speak
it's the
about.
how. I think it's the how that I think it's the how that's the hypothesis that we have abiogenesis itself is a scientific theory.
Well, it is not a complete theory
It's
yet.
not a complete theory because we
No.
don't know. We don't know yet. So you have different postulated theories that's being modeled, but we don't know because A means no, bios mean life, Genesis is beginning. So we don't know. So when you see abiogenesis, because there's a gap there, he's inserting his own narrative within the gap. The same thing that some people do with the Big Bang. We don't know what happened prior before the idea of the Big Bang. We don't know. So this is the God of the gap theory that people are doing constantly and consistently. So when they find these cracks, this is where they run game at. This is what keeps them relevant.
And I'm sorry, Enki, with regards to the
That's what
theory
keep them
of
pseudo.
evolution.
Hey, hold on for a minute, Sam. Well, real quick. We got Sakina Ra on the panel.
Peace.
Hit that link, James. What's up?
Listen, I'm trying to get this in really quick, then I'm finna jump off. I just want to say peace to everybody, and I want to say I just caught on to everything because I was trying to ask Cedric a couple of questions earlier in the chat when y'all was going on. So this is what I caught on to. Wonderful build, y'all. So when earlier I heard him trying to come at you about this whole thing. So he said that you said that everybody was a common to the monkey, all right? And so the commonality was the common ancestor being the monkey or the ape. And so I remember when I went and I said Thomas Paine wrote the common sense, and he wrote that in America. So that common sense, if you look up Thomas Paine, they used it in the Constitution, right? And so when you look up Immanuel Kant Thomas, and because they trying to connect it to the Bible, and so when they was trying to write out the rights and wrongs.
You said what about the monkey? You said what?
Okay, so when you get into the common ancestor, right? This is where he started with evolution with you, the common ancestor. So now you're talking about common sense because they were trying to draw a line in some kind of Bible religion. Cedric was there, so you know what I'm talking about. So if you believe in the Bible, then you couldn't believe in something with evolution. Okay, so again, the commonality with Thomas Paine with common sense, and then you're talking about the common ancestor. So these commonalities that they're finna draw the line between the two is the common ancestor and the commonalities between the difference now with I'm trying to get it out. The common ancestors and the commonalities between the monkey, right? That's the one part in the science. And then you have the common sense or the commonalities now with the science, because y'all trying to say out of a rock and what he trying to bring in with now. And it don't add up because he confusing it, right? Because you cannot draw out what he's trying to bring out. And that's what had confused me at first, because he's trying to tell two different things, trying to make it sound like it's one out of the other, and one doesn't exist because you're trying to bring, I can't get it out, my voice drying up. I should have been able to type
It's
it.
that naturopathic medicine you're using over there, yeah?
First rule, don't listen to Dr. Inky.
No, I'm not. I was not trying. I was trying to catch up, but I just want to say again, y'all doing a great job. And again, because he confused the whole thing with.
So let me show you what the mistake is. if we're having a conversation about the theory of evolution, you can't use abiogenesis. You can't, because they're two separate things. They don't have nothing to do with each other. One is dealing with life after it gets to Earth and how it diversified. That's the explanation. Why is it that once life get to Earth, it diversifies?
Right, but when you talk about common sense, right, then we say everybody don't have common sense.
Yeah, but it's not common sense.
Okay, that's right, and this is what he's talking about. So now if you talk about a common sense that everybody did not have, that's a philosophy or a theory itself, right? Because everybody says it.
I had to hit the button.
I'm sorry, but listen.
I had to hit the button.
Okay, but I'm just
common sense is not a theory. I had to hit the
button. Listen, because it's based on some people. I don't know what to call it, but everybody don't have what we would say common sense. Everybody don't think alike. Everybody don't think the same. Everybody just don't. Because some people.
It's not common sense, though. It's counterintuitive.
Okay, well, call it what you want to, but I just want you to call it because I can't talk. But that's what this is what he's talking about. This is what he's talking about when he's saying common sense versus.
Sister, Inky know he's lying. He ain't no common sense. He's lying. You know he's running game. You know he's lying. He's a liar. That's what it is. It ain't. He got a lot of he got a lot of sense. He just think that people with the audience don't have sense because again, most of America is not scientifically literate, and he's running game. He's intelligent. He know what he's doing. He know he's lying. He find holes in things and he put things in the, and he insert things in the crack. It's the God of the gap tricks that they do. He's a magician. And I want to tell Pan-African Monkey, I never was a palm. I never was a palm reader, bro. So I don't know. That was a joke that Brother Ankh made up, bro. So I never was a fucking palm reader, you goddamn goofy. But you're a goofy. So I'm gonna keep that. Ankh my big bro. So that was the game. That's cool. But you don't even know the history of what we were doing and what was going on. So I never was a palm reader.
No, it was a joke. It was actually a joke, yo.
I understand that, but check this out for me, right?
It was actually a joke, yo.
And then understand where I'm coming from. And then we're going to go there. But I'm just saying that for you because I'm just trying to tell you, enlighten you on something seriously, right? And this is a book right here, right? And so with that, I want to say it was a great build, and I'm going to finish watching it from the beginning because this went on for like 4 or 5 days. And that's it.
You gotta get off the ginger root. Go ahead and get
you alone.
Sister Sakina Ra.
You sound better though, Sakina Ra. You seem like you coming together a little bit better. I hope you feel better too, yo.
Yeah, definitely. But Thomas Paine, he was a corset maker by trade, a journalist by profession, and a propagandist and political activist by inclination. He's not scientific. So
not at all. He was a philosopher, and he also worked with George Washington. And
he
then
was a dressmaker.
T-Pain.
Yeah.
He was a dressmaker by trade. And a propagandist. So he's not. We wouldn't use him in anything scientific.
No, not at all. However, his work did help Washington in the Constitution.
Yeah, the slave trader, the kid slave trader. That's George Washington. If it helped him, he was a propagandist. That's why he was essential for the American Revolution.
I have to work with that because it helped. It didn't freedom didn't give liberty, but it got freedom.
Not for us.
Well, listen. When the French fought for revolution for freedom, it got freedom, even if it came in pieces, because we got to give credit where it's due. So Harriet Tubman and those who helped to get freedom from the South to bring it to the North. Because when the French said the British was coming, that freed some of the slaves from somewhere to get them somewhere else. So if we're going to tell it, we got to tell it all. And so, yeah.
Yeah, but George Washington owned child slaves. That was his business.
Yeah, but a lot of people own slaves, Brother Reggie. So I'm not hating on nobody, but I'm only connecting dots and I'm revealing truth. And so I need you to help me do that. So I'm appreciating you for all that.
You're my sister. I'm just trying to say to the audience,
Yeah.
I'm just giving them an idea and letting them know that Thomas Paine was a dressmaker. Or he was a corset maker.
Yeah, because we know the abolitionists, they were just that. So sometimes when we call ourselves abos, we really need to look at that because they didn't include Africans in that. And so that's not a defense for us. So we got to look at that sometimes. And with that, I'm out. Thank you all for having me.
Appreciate you, man.
You're well, sister.
Gullah. Gullah disappeared on that, man. Yeah, yo, Goofy.
What's good with it, y'all? What's good to the panel? What's cracking?
Waiting for Wishmacombie to hit the panel. Hey, hit that panel. Pan-Africans is an open day. Yeah, man, long ain't no bullshit. You could definitely get Neanderthal James. I'm trying to get him and Reggie. Hey, Reggie. What y'all overthrew yesterday? Reggie helped that man research, and they overthrew the museums, yo, and science.
No.
Genetics.
No.
They messed it up. Reggie, protection, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Juju gonna put me in jail. Look, I overthrow anything.
Yeah, they overthrew the Norak study, yo. I was like, that's crazy, yo.
That shit was horrible.
Overthrow the Nuriwat. I did not overthrow.
He talking about how many snips was he talking about? 33 million snips.
I couldn't handle I couldn't handle. Yo went to 43 million 29 snips 3.5.
Yeah.
I needed you at that point. You Gullah.
Hey, Norrat. None of them Neolithic North Africans. None of them.
You missed it, yo. And Reggie said, and guess who went over the research for him?
Hilarious.
Reggie went over the research for him.
Just be quiet, Reggie.
It was Uncle Millionaire. Somebody, Uncle Millionaire, to let him up. Who's that?
Nah, that's Uncle Shug. He wants to start some bullshit. I ain't playing.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. Like, Ngozi, Street Sufi. Because I saw him and Ankh arguing that like years ago. So I know he's been around the material too long. You know, so you know it's a grip. It's a grip. Probably 10 years ago, probably long. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
He know better, yo. He playing around.
He liked the magic trick though. He in love with the magic.
Yeah, he get people real good with that shit. That shit be wild. Yo.
Yeah. Watch me pull a bird out of the hat. You know what I mean?
The Brooklyn magic.
Yeah. What about past Genesis? Spinning what?
Watch me cut a lady in half. You feel me? That's it.
Did you like it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he
Watch me cut a lady.
Grifting on the dock of
That
the
Brooklyn magic. That Brooklyn magic.
Why Uncle Millionaire on you like that? What?
Make videos about me? Yeah, because Uncle Dave called him what Uncle Dave called him?
Moron.
When he
I saw that one.
Yeah,
he is a moron.
I saw that one.
He's a moron.
You know what makes it so bad? Dave don't even know that,
but
man.
it's like this dumb
Dave,
I know.
He went off.
Man, he know that, man, yo.
He said some moronic stuff in the chat about vaccines. Dave read it and called him a moron. What else would you want me to call you, moron? If you sound like a moron and you make a moronic statement, you're a moron. Deal with it. Get better, moron.
Get better.
Can I call you moron one more time, moron? and I'm black, so you can't do the white thing with me, moron.
Put the question in the chat there, Uncle Dave. I mean, I call him Uncle Dave. Hey,
Uncle
Uncle Dave,
Millionaire.
question there, yo. Let me see if your question. Let me see. We're not scared to talk to you, yo. You don't want to stay on subject, yo. You want to act crazy, yo. We don't feel like we ain't trying to. We don't want to
And
have
dox everybody when he get mad.
Yeah,
like
then
a
when you
little
get mad, you
child.
start pulling up niggas fat and doing all the crazy. Yo, nobody's so crazy, yo.
Because he's a moron. That's what morons do.
Crazy, yo.
And then he gets in his feelings when he's accurately described. You're a moron.
I don't even work well with threats, yo. I walk right towards the threat, yo. Like, nigga ain't gonna threaten me. Nigga, I'm gonna go with it.
Listen,
That's crazy.
yeah, that scary shit. I wish a nigga would dox me. Boy, I'm gonna tell you,
Go
I throw
ahead.
about 50
Go ahead,
keys and walk
moron.
free. Go ahead.
Go ahead, moron.
Shit.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You
Take
can
your
have
best
some
shot,
fun with
moron.
that. I don't give a fuck.
Dummy.
I said, this question is, you broke. You bet you $500.
You see, I told you only the niggas that got
What do you want to
money
ask?
always talking
Come on,
about.
Joe. What's the question, yo?
What's the question?
Yo? If you promise not to act crazy, I'm gonna let you.
See, we can have a reasonable dialogue through some.
Can we have a reasonable dialogue? Yes or
Got
no?
way more than
What's
500,
the
bro.
question?
I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna mute my mic so you can't say I called you a moron. But from the
How much
moment
money you want to put on that, Uncle
from the moment you see me
Nah,
come out,
we ain't here to
I'ma
talk
call you
finance. Like,
I don't want to talk finance.
what's the
That's all
question?
he do is brag
Should
about money, and then say I brag about it because I never had it. Well, obvious. That shit weird, bro. Go get you a house with
All
no
right,
mortgage.
here we the question. Go ahead, Shug. What's the question? Go ahead. You up on the stand?
Damn, y'all motherfuckers crazy. Hey man, I just wanted to ask you about the damn debate, and y'all up here throwing
Crazy
all
just
type of
like you.
insults at
Come
me,
on, man. What about the debate? Go ahead. What about the debate?
Damn, y'all some crazy motherfuckers, man.
I know.
Hey,
we crazy.
seriously, man, y'all some sick bastards. I
Oh,
can't.
you remember nigger bit?
Come on, sure you got it off.
I kid you
Fuck
not.
out of here,
Come
bro.
on, Nod. Come on, Juju. Let her get it off. Let her get.
Chill out.
We
All you gotta
got
do is ask my
insults
lady. She'll
too.
let you. Yo, my girl will let you date me. Just talk to her first.
Fuck your lady.
Just relax, man.
Come
See, look
on,
at you.
come on, come
Look
on.
at you. Y'all people crazy.
Uncle Millionaire.
I thought y'all was
What's
the
on your
people
mind?
when I was the
What's
crazy
on your
one.
mind? What's on your mind, Uncle Millionaire?
Nigga, get to it. And then get
when is
gone.
Let her get it off.
DM me, baby girl. When
Hell
is the
fuck
debate?
no. In your dreams.
She want to talk to me. All you gotta do is hit my panel, baby.
Man, come on, yo.
Hell
Let me fly you
no.
out here to Cali.
Juju, let him get it off so we
You
can
want to
move.
come
No,
to a couple of
nigga.
shows I
Hold
work
on for a
for?
minute. This we not doing.
Fuck.
Listen.
You want to
This
come
we
to a
doing.
couple of shows I work for?
Nah, check this out.
No, nigga. I got a good life.
Hold on,
You
Juju,
don't
for a
want
minute.
this.
Hold on for a
Nigga.
minute, Juju. Hey,
Pause.
leave the woman out of this, yo. We ain't doing that. Come on, yo. What's the conversation?
I've tried to fly her out.
Hey,
And
yo.
then one of y'all put her on the flight.
That's two strikes,
Nigga,
yo.
I'm flying into another country. I don't need you. Don't want you. Leave me alone.
This ain't gonna work.
A moron can never read the.
What's the
when
question?
is the debate?
What's the question, yo?
So
Said when is the debate?
I went first. When is it?
No, you gotta debate somebody first, yo.
No, I'm talking about you and Inky's debate.
Oh, it's at the end of the month, at the end of next month, somewhere in there, like the 25th or something.
Because one of the things I saw you bringing up was something that he used to bring, teach or something. You got to be careful with that because all of y'all done changed y'all thoughts and belief because he could say you was bringing up the New Wapians. Remember, you was part of New Wapians, so he could say you used to teach that. But is you gonna bring up the Big Bang Theory in the debate?
We ain't talking about that. We talking about pangenesis and evolution. What are we talking about? Yeah. And the Big Bang is a scientific theory.
That's why I was asking, was that gonna be part of the debate?
Nope.
So you ain't shied away from that, right?
No, I ain't shying away from the Big Bang.
Okay.
I beat you up on that.
Okay.
Bludgeon you.
You can't beat this
King
moron
forces all the
up.
king men, yo.
You can't beat this moron up, man.
They won't be able to put you back together again.
What's the position on the Big Bang? Like,
Yeah, what's your position on the Big Bang?
what he got something else?
The small crack.
Hey, I don't challenge nobody's beliefs, man. That's y'all.
No, I'm asking. No, I'm asking. Like, what's your position? Like,
y'all. I don't know. I don't have a position on it.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Incredulity is the best position to have. I mean, we're talking about a moron, right?
You want to have a regular conversation.
With a moron? Why
What's
would I?
wrong with you, man? You just a hateful person.
I
You just
stay
don't like
on-
people for
I stay
no
on
reason,
go.
man.
I
You want
stay
to
on-
argue with somebody, dog. What's wrong with you, man?
I argue with you.
You mad
About
because your
what?
life bad and mine ain't?
Oh, you're on a different
That's what
energy.
it is,
tonight.
man. You
You're
mad
on a
because you
different-
can't work
you're
for
on a
the people
different
I work
energy
for and
tonight,
make the
huh?
money I
You're
make.
on a different
Hey,
energy
it feel
tonight, huh?
good to be in this
You're on a
position.
different energy
Should
tonight, huh?
learn.
You're on a different energy tonight, huh?
I would try to learn from somebody instead of argue with them. If I
Learn
seen
from
them
a
level up
moron.
like that, I
Learn
would
from
try
a
to learn
moron.
from it.
What am I going to learn from a moron?
You
And
can
please
call me a
don't,
more.
don't answer that question. I just referred to you as a moron. So
How many
attempting
people?
to answer it would only indicate you're a moron.
How many people? How many morons make 12,000 a month
Oh,
from
here
one
we go
from
again.
from
Here
from
we
one
go again.
show? From one
Here
show.
we go again.
From
Here
one
we
show. From one show.
Listen, you got a moron
And that's
running your
working
country.
one day a week.
You got a moron running your country.
One day a
Need I
week.
say more?
You
You
think
got a
so?
moron for a president. Need I
You
say
think
more?
so?
Do you make more than him a month?
All right, we're at the moron stage. Let's get to the
Crazy, man.
So what else you want to talk about, Shug? It's
Crazy.
open mic day. You
I
guys
want to talk about making money.
No,
Let's
man.
talk about
What you
making
want?
money.
What
Let's talk
about
about jobs. Let's talk about what people do for a living. Let's
Okay,
talk about raising
Don't you
children.
have a platform?
Let's talk about what we do for our children,
Don't you have
our
a
families, and our communities.
Don't you have a platform?
Instead of
You don't
insulting,
want to
let's
talk
talk about what we do
that.
for
You
others.
have a platform.
You don't
Yes.
want to talk about that.
Go on your platform.
Let's talk about
Think
what
about
we
how much
do.
money you
Unc,
got, bro.
How many of these people super chatted you, Unc?
all of them all the time? Yeah,
I ain't see no super chats. I watched your show today. I ain't see nobody super chat you.
that's fine.
But I'm saying they
Yeah, because everything ain't got to be super chatty either.
Why all of y'all hit
Because
it
that's
do
for
you feel
now?
you need to
show.
dictate the
Hit super chat
conversation
right now.
over
That's
him?
for show.
Hit Unc super chat right now.
Go over to
No.
your platform and do
Why?
your
So
show.
YouTube can
Cedric,
take it
super
all?
chat Unc
Wait a
right
minute,
now.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. You just said you want to talk about money. Yeah, you
Let's
want
take the trainers off the tracks.
so YouTube can
Trainers
take
heading
most
off the
of it
tracks.
instead of just
Heading
sliding
off the
on
I'm gonna make it easy for you.
Yeah,
when he won't
right off the track.
I'm gonna make it
privately,
easy for you,
Appreciate
Cedric.
like
that
grown
super tag,
folk.
yo. Hey,
This
appreciate
all,
that super
Cedric. Look,
tag,
match
yo.
that, Cedric. This all. That's all right there.
Bro, that's your job, bro.
Just do that, Cedric.
That's
Let me see
your
you do that.
job. Let
Let me
that's
see you
your
do
Hey,
that.
all right,
Cedric.
we done.
I
We done.
bet you our super chats
Support
more than
his
$2
channel,
fucking
Cedric.
dollars though.
You
Get
did
the
what
fuck
you
Instead
were
of
out of
calling
here.
supposed to do.
somebody name.
Appreciate it.
I
Appreciate it. You
always
did
get
what you
no
were
matter
supposed to do.
what. Before I start arguing with you, I always came through and super chatted your channel.
Yeah, so other people can
So how
see.
many
Everybody
times
ain't
has Cedric
you.
super
Does that
chatted
make
Everybody
you?
ain't
you
got
less
to
of a
know.
moron?
Huh?
Shit
Fuck what
weird.
you believe.
Does that make you
How
less
many
of a
times do
moron?
you support
Does
him with
that
your money, Cedric?
only a moron gets on
More
a
than
platform
you.
and tries to
I hear
dictate
you.
the
More
All right,
than
conversation?
everybody,
you.
relax. All right, freeze it. So basically,
I bet
Cedric,
you he won't never super chat you.
yeah, but he do more, yo. He actually
Don't
Bro,
need to.
monetary
nigga
value.
broke.
Don't need
That
to.
nigga
Hold on, his
broke.
monetary value, and
That
then his
nigga won't even cut his
time.
camera
Hold on
on.
for a minute.
Same
Hold on for a
picture
minute.
for years.
Hold on for a
Sorry
minute.
ass nigga. You
Hold
Why
on.
you
Nah,
on
hey, you doing
Cedric,
too much.
bro?
Okay.
You need
All
to
right,
let me
relax.
show you
we done.
something.
Hey,
Look,
we
look, this
done.
one closet, nigga.
Hey,
Look
we
at this.
done.
Let me show you something. Look at these colognes, nigga.
We done.
Let me show you something, nigga.
Okay, we ain't done.
Let me show you something. Let me walk
That
you
was like
through
the
this
niggas
Bro,
in the
motherfucker.
just
Let
take it
me
projects
show
in
down.
you something,
Miami
Bro,
nigga.
just
with
take
their
it
Let me
down.
show you
fucking
something,
beans
nigga.
Bro,
You can't even
bro,
afford
in
these
a one
colognes, nigga.
bedroom.
You can't
You
even
got a
afford these
200
colognes,
square
nigga.
foot
Let me go in
apartment.
the other.
Fuck.
Let me run another one. Let me show you something. You
Nice,
can't even afford shit like
He
this.
running. He
You
going
can't
into
afford
full
shit
court,
like this.
When you live in the
literally.
White House,
You can't afford shit like this.
do you live in the White
You
House?
can't afford shit like this, nigga.
Do you
can't
live in
run
the
here.
White House?
You can't just
You
go in here.
said you
You too old for that shit, bro.
you asked me which moron makes $12,000.
Hold on, Cedric. Hold on, Cedric. Hey, Shug. Hey, Shug, go upstairs. Walk upstairs. Show us the cologne upstairs, yo. Show us the cologne upstairs, yo. Hey, this man went and got some.
Hey yo, you wild as hell,
My
bro.
cologne costs more than every fucking thing you got, nigga.
That's
Man, stop
disgusting.
fucking on camera, man. Come on,
nigga.
everybody freeze. Everybody freeze.
Everybody
chill out.
Fuck
Chill
you
out, man.
talking about, nigga? You ain't never seen the cologne.
Hey, man, come on,
like
Shug.
that,
Hey,
nigga.
Shug,
You wanna
come
see
on,
the
man.
The language, come on, the language gonna kill it, bro. We'll keep it.
We ain't doing that. Come on with the language, bro. Hey, Shug, they say go upstairs and show us the upstairs bathroom, and then show us the basement, and then you might be getting slick. Go ahead.
It's a 1-story, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. I'm in California. California got a lot of 1-story homes.
Yeah, but that ain't.
Don't be stupid.
No, I'm saying that's not slick. You can't get slick.
Don't be stupid.
No, you can't be slick.
Don't be stupid.
If you're gonna get slick, we live in Atlanta. We slick. We slick though. I'm just saying.
You can't. Man, Jesus.
Hey,
Can
Sean,
I flex a little? Nah, I ain't gonna flex. When
No,
I'm
ain't nobody flexing. Yo, we not flexing.
Cleveland to Cali.
Say a 1-story
from Cleveland to Cali.
2-bedroom.
I can't believe
3-bedroom.
It's your fault. So the show to be
3-bedroom.
and
So
do
how many square
Show
feet
yours.
you working with?
You.
It was getting late.
How
It was
many
getting
square
late.
feet
Better
you
than
working
yours.
with?
Now we do
I bet you
what?
ain't one of
I'm
y'all
gonna
living
save
like
you
this.
tonight. You don't want to be
You better check
embarrassed.
the neighborhood
You
I'm
don't
in
want to be
too.
embarrassed.
You better check the
You don't want
neighborhood
to
I'm
be
in too.
embarrassed.
Huh?
You don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to be embarrassed. That's on my mama.
Try me.
So you see why I called you a
Nah,
moron?
I'm saving your ass, bro.
You're up here.
You broke. You ain't even got no deodorant, nigga. Fuck cologne.
Hey,
You ain't even got
man,
deodorant.
I'm done.
You ain't
Okay,
even
he ran his course right there. You're doing too much.
Nah, bring him back up. Bring his ass back up.
Oh, we ain't doing all that. We gotta get off. We gotta get out there, yo. Come on, Shug, man. Appreciate the tour of your house. Hey, we gonna call that show. We gonna call it My Cologne. What kind of watch is that? Yo?
Like Tales from the.
Yeah, I know that ain't it.
This nigga
What you
say.
got? Roll that. What's that? You got the watches? What kind of watch is that?
Put
What's
him
that?
up.
All right, let me see. How much the watch cost?
Fake.
I ain't showing what.
From the Yo, I used to have this fake Tag Mueller in college, right? Because I couldn't afford it. And let me tell you, it was so good. I mean, like people used to welcome to me. It's like, oh my God, I love your watch. And that's when it was bubbling. That shit was faker than a.
Yeah, how do we get there?
Super
How
fake.
do we get there? Let you suck me into it again. Now I see all your jewelry.
Hey,
Put him back up. I'm here, cologne.
I didn't expect shit to start running through the historical.
Wow. Cologne, he can't even wear that shit.
Put him back on the panel.
All right, what you got? Let me see. What's that, Shug? What you got? What you got outside? Hey, Shug, they say you got so much damn cologne, nigga, you can't wear none of it.
She got sugar outside now. It's crazy. This is crazy.
I think people out in the States don't have deodorant.
He like you want for late change. You want for late kind of change.
Hey, let me show you another toy I got. Look at my little toy right here. See, listen,
Why you got them outdated cabinets?
See my little toy? This is my little $2,000 bicycles.
Something is
wrong. How fast to go? How fast to go, man?
You can't find nothing better to do with your $12,000 a month, yo.
You
Since you live in California, $12,000.
That's only one show, That's one show. You want to ask my kids? You want to ask what I do for others?
When the last time you went out the country?
You want to ask what I do for others?
Yeah, what
Instead of being on YouTube and bragging.
Ask the people I employ?
When the last time you been out the country, Bo?
Huh? I never been out the country.
Nah. When the last time you been out the country, Bo?
I never been out the country.
I'm done.
I have no desire to go out the country.
It's too much cologne to carry with him if he
Okay,
kind
I
of
have
really.
no desire to go out the country.
Yeah.
Hey, you know
can't
what,
take
man?
that
We
sugar
done.
with
How
you.
much
That's
money
why.
do you make? How about that?
Don't feed. We into it.
You scared to cut your camera on, you look so bad.
Damn.
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
can't I
No,
flex?
no. We ain't doing this. Nah.
I don't care about a nigga. Nah, put him back up. Stop.
No.
Now you
We can't
you
make the
always
whole
hate
show
me.
about it. We've done now.
Put his
1
tails
o'clock
on the
on
crib
my bed.
back up. Fuck
1
out of
o'clock.
here. Don't nobody care.
We done. He messed up. We 3 hours in.
We're done.
Hey, sure, we're gonna come back to the who got the most cologne show. All right.
Yeah, the moron show. We're gonna do a special moron show.
Cologne.
Hey, how much
What
cologne
they
you
call it?
Y'all
got?
Drink
can
my
do.
house. All right.
That's
Y'all
for sure.
do.
We got
He
the
do
one day y'all
cologne, but you
do.
know about he do parfum. You don't know
Yeah,
about
y'all
that
do.
parfum.
One
See,
day do
you
y'all
don't
do
even
Big
know
Bang, take
how
a
it
little back
works,
or something
bro.
one day.
Yeah, one
That
day
that
we're gonna
he
do
do
Big
toilet
Bang.
shit.
Big Bang
Big Bang,
versus
take a
Little
little.
Crack. I want to hear his
Talk
scientific
about
theory.
bougie. I could be super
Who's
bougie.
that?
Hey,
We got
Fox,
Pan African James in the building.
African James, over through the New Rock study. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the show. We glad
Oh, you
you're
done overthrew it?
Yeah, he overthrew it.
I'm gonna mute my mic on this one. I'm
Dang. Okay, it took him a little. I thought he would have been done that. You getting a little slow, bro. You can sit back in.
Man, right there, yo. What's up? What's up, Pan? What's up?
What's up with it, Uncle?
How you
Sorry for the delay. I was a little busy. Had something going on, but what's happening?
Yeah, coming out the lab and in the scientific lab. Oh, what's going on?
What's up, Sosa?
What's good, man?
What's on your mind, yo? We trying to figure out the idea that you think I'm on another challenge. What? What's that?
I mean, I didn't say that you wasn't gonna challenge. I just gave you something. Maybe you probably could have looked up. I don't know if you know. Been 24 hours almost. You probably should have been able to look it up by now to see what I was talking about.
And you saying that does what to the Neurorack study?
Well, it just exposes the biasness off in the sample panels that they use.
Okay, all right.
You know, Dr. Clark and them already taught us about this. Wasn't that right? Ain't that right, Reggie?
Reggie.
You know, Reggie. He don't want to let y'all let the cat out the bag. So I'm gonna leave Reggie alone. But yeah, Dr. Clark, when he was talking to Arturo, when he was talking to Schomburg, you know, he asked him, you know, tell me my history immediately. You know, he kind of paraphrasing. But he told him, he said, man, your history's off in the history book of the European. So that's what you do. Even though, you know, science is advancing, that don't mean that we're not supposed to stop fact checking or looking to make sure everything is correct. Because, you know, from what I know about history, they have a tendency to lie. But that's just me, though.
So you think they're not with the scientific article, basically?
Well, they did. I mean, either they did, but it's just too many emphasis. I mean, it's too many. What?
What tools do you use to scrutinize scientific facts?
Well, in this instance, you just use the data that they put out there and you fact check it. So, in fact check, well, in this particular instance, you fact check it by looking at how what samples they use to come to their conclusion. So, hold on. So, I mean, I'm taking you asking questions like you might want to look this up, but what you can do is What you can do is look up what I told which is the human arrays, or you can type in HO, which is the abbreviation for human arrays panels, and then but you got to put 600, and then you put human arrays, or you can put HO, but you're gonna need to use probably a combination of all of those, and then you can put 1240K S&P panels. Those particular panels are used on all of the studies within Africa, which those panels are biased for African DNA because they did not include the African DNA necessary to be able to get all of the information from the test.
How did you determine that
Reggie helped them out.
How did you determine the genetic pool wasn't sufficient?
I told you Reggie did it, helped them out.
Well, it was Well, if you study a bunch of papers and stuff like I do, then you will be able to.
So do you?
I'm sorry that y'all don't study this type of information, but he asked, so I told him. So I study a bunch of genetic papers.
You just make it up and you interject your bias.
So see, this is what I'm saying. So hold up, you don't know shit, Cedric. So shut up. You see what I'm saying? So how you go? You don't even know what the hell. Hold up, see this is what I'm saying right here.
So
hold on, wait. Y'all cannot talk at the same time. That don't make no sense. Finish your point, gang.
Don't do
and then you get
what you're about to do because you ain't even looked into what I'm saying. So how you gonna already be objective? You don't even know what the hell is going on.
You don't have a methodology. That means the
how you know? Well, hold on. How do you know?
You for your methodology.
How do you know?
You. And you illustrated.
Well, when did you go look into what I said? When did you do that?
You just stated you don't have.
When did you go look into what I just told you?
My brother, your methodology.
Look at what did I just tell you?
You read a lot of papers and come
y'all
to your conclusion.
Hold on for a minute, man. Everybody stop for a minute. Y'all serious, yo? Y'all mean to tell me y'all can't actually talk without cutting each other off, yo? Come on, yo. Have a conversation, yo. This is what we want to do.
Yeah.
All right.
So if he's not going to look into what I told him and he's going to be objective, what does that tell you about him? You ain't never looked into what you ain't looked into one thing. I just started talking 5 minutes ago. You already talking about you know what the fuck you talking about.
Brother,
stop cussing. Stop cussing.
Ask you to describe your methodology.
I told you what panels they use to make the conclusion of these tests come out with Eurocentric bias. That is what I told you. Go look into it, Cedric, and then you come back and tell me if I'm wrong. That's what you do.
So Pat Anthony James, he wants to know where did you get that?
Look, man, every African test that they did from the Neurot sample, from the Taharakari sample, from the Mota sample, from the Takarakari samples, the tall
Gene, it's coming from somewhere, bro. Just tell us.
From the Natufian samples, from the basal Eurasian sample. And listen what I'm telling you. All of those samples, I just gave y'all the samples to look up. All of them. Look all of them up. Ask them, does it have 600 human origins arrayed? You can put HO. Then you put the F graphs off of each one of these papers, like it's clear, alt, and F.
Okay.
On each one of those
let me ask you
papers,
this then.
look and see if those panels off in there. Then you can go to ChatGPT.
James.
Just chill out, social. Don't say nothing right quick. Then you can go to ChatGPT and ask how do those panels affect
memorize the whole.
That's what you can do it. What do you mean? What do you mean I memorize? Y'all asking questions, then you don't want me to answer.
To go to school?
No, I'm saying so you're saying that James,
to do this. That's what you said. Because I didn't go to school.
James,
I don't know what I'm talking about. That what you saying?
No, so listen, so James, you're saying that was done.
You do not.
Because I'm not a scientist. I can't fact check the damn paper. Okay, got it.
James, you're saying that this was done.
Why don't y'all just go look
and
find out if I'm right or wrong?
James, you're saying that this was done to hide the Africanity of Neurot.
You're wrong. Hey,
that's basically what you're saying.
You can take with the information what you want, Sosa.
No, come on.
You find out
just tell me what.
Listen to what I'm saying. When you find out that
I heard you already,
when you find out that it affects the test in a negative way for African DNA, then you make your own conclusion, homie. I can't make
right. You. I you're saying that too.
It don't matter. Good, they did that, and that's cool with you.
Right.
In a negative.
No.
What is the negative?
Yeah, but you.
Y'all don't even know what y'all talking. See, this is what.
Yo, why every time different men come up on your panel, you let that gay Jamaican just attack them like that, bro?
Your mother's a gay Jamaican, you fucking auntie, man.
Your mother,
There you go.
I've been waiting to say that.
Mother's a fucking Jamaican.
Why you do that, man? Hold on. You ain't doing this.
Who was that? Who was that?
Hey, Kenya. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. Hey, Kenya. Hold on for a minute, Kenya. No. Hold on for a minute, Kenya. Kenya, I know you fucking hear what I'm saying, nigga.
Man, that's them drugs.
Come on, bro. Check this out, bro. Where
Nigga, why
he
you
at
got me
though?
blocked in the chat? Why
No,
you got me
you
blocked
blocked
in
in the
your
chat,
chat,
yo,
bro?
because you're dishonorable dude, bro.
I'm dishonorable. How did
Yeah,
I be
yeah,
dishonorable, nigga? You the
because
one telling people to get the vaccine,
no,
bitch,
no.
and I'm dishonorable?
Your
And
mother,
we got
nigga.
it.
Hey, check this out. But you in my
Nigga, your
town, though.
dead
Hey,
bitch
Kenya,
mama
you know,
said,
don't
fuck
nobody
you,
say nothing.
nigga.
Hey, Kenya, you know me
We
and you in the
got it.
same town.
No,
And
nigga,
you
I
know it,
don't
nigga.
know you, nigga.
So
Let's
what
get
you
it
gonna
straight,
do?
you
Now,
bitch ass
I'm right
nigga.
here,
I
right now.
don't know
Hold
you,
on, bro.
nigga.
That's why I don't like your ass, nigga. You know
Nigga,
what it is.
fuck you.
And you
Fuck
know
your
what? Look,
dead mama,
nigga,
bitch.
come see me,
Fuck
nigga.
that dead
Come
mama,
see me,
bitch.
nigga. Hey, check this
Bitch,
out, bro.
fuck you,
Check
nigga.
this out.
Fuck
You're
you
a
and your
chump,
mama,
nigga. You know
hoe
we.
ass
Hey,
nigga.
yo, you know where I'm at.
Nigga,
You
I
know
don't
where I
know
live
where
at,
you
nigga.
at, bitch. I don't
Okay,
know
then,
where
nigga.
you at,
Don't call me no
Nigga,
names.
I don't know where you at, I
Yes, you
don't
do,
know
nigga.
you,
You been in my
fuck nigga.
house, nigga. You
You a
been in my
fuck
house. I
nigga.
can show
Bitch,
you
I
better than
dropped you
that,
off at your
nigga.
house,
You know
bitch.
where I'm at. Hey,
5 years ago, I
you
dropped
know
you off
you're
at your house
scared,
5
nigga.
years ago,
Hey,
because
check
your
this
broke
out.
ass
Don't
ain't
cuss.
have no
Hey,
car.
yo,
You
don't cuss.
stupid
Yo,
motherfucker.
don't
You
cuss.
ain't
Don't
gonna
cuss
do
out.
shit,
Hey,
bitch.
yo, we in the
Oh,
same
Oh
broke
town.
man,
ass
fuck this
Don't be
old
dope fiend
nigga.
cussing,
ass nigga,
nigga.
bro. These niggas
You a
crackheads,
broke
bro.
Hey,
This
old
yo.
nigga, this nigga
nigga.
emotional, bro. Stop
Hey, yo.
arguing with these niggas, bro.
Hey, yo,
Facts.
no, he know we in
This
the
man
same
emotional,
Crackhead.
bro.
we in
Shit
the
is
same
weird.
town. Don't act up. Hey, yo, why you
Don't argue with no crackheads, huh? Fuck that nigga. This
Definitely
nigga miserable,
crackhead
bro.
behavior
I'm gonna
all the
get you
way.
off the panel, nigga, but you know what it
Nigga
is.
crazy,
Broke
bro.
old
Talk
nigga. Your
crazy,
wife take
calm
care
it
of you,
Fuck
down,
nigga.
you.
It
Your
ain't even
wife
that
calm it
damn
take care of
down,
serious,
you,
bro.
nigga.
calm it
Your
down. Hey,
wife
yo,
take
I'm a
care of you,
block you. Check this out, yo.
Your
Don't
wife
ever
take
come
care of
down
you,
my
nigga. Get
channel
a
ever
job,
again. I
nigga.
don't
Get a
even know what you're
job,
saying.
nigga.
I can't even
Fuck
hear
you,
you,
nigga.
bro.
Get a job.
I
Your
can't
wife
even.
take care
I
of you,
can't even
nigga.
hear you, nigga. But I
Your
tell you
wife
what.
take
But to tell you
This
what,
man
check
gotta be
this out.
that man gotta be over 30
Yeah.
years old, bro.
No, he's
Can't
over
be that
40.
serious,
Hold
bro.
on. This would make it so bad. The nigga always coming around my channel. Let me block you up. You banned forever. I'm not gonna cuss. I'm not doing all that. I'm getting y'all niggas out of here, yo. Now everybody gonna do what they gonna do. That's how we doing it from now on, yo. We gonna do it just like this. If you in my town, let me show you this. Let me show you my face. I'm gonna show you what it is, yo. I'm gonna show you just what it is. Check this out. This how we gonna work this thing from now on, yo. Yeah. If you've been in my house before and you know me, yo, come back. Why you cussing? Why you fussing? We know where we at. We can meet anywhere you want and meet up and have a nice conversation, yo. So I know you're a chump. All that talk, yo, you've never said that in real life, yo. Never. You've never was spoke over a peep, 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 peep. You know what it is, yo. Come on, bro. Like, really? That's how you feel? I know that's how you feel, yo. You with your mans, but your man's in California. He can't help you. Y'all can play little internet tricks, make the little fake videos. What you can't do is, you know where I'm at, yo. I be down on Saturdays. I love going to Tassili's, talking to everybody. You know where I'm at, right? You know where the bookstore at, yo. You know where it's at. You know where I'm at. I'm the good guy, Kinga. So don't come up here trying to get some live prep because you wild. You know where I'm at, bro. Yeah. So I'm not cussing at you, bro. I'm not doing none of that. You know where
That
I'm
shit be
at.
so hard on YouTube.
Yeah,
They be
it's like
so
you got
hard
a
on
man crush or
YouTube,
something.
boy.
Nigga got a man crush.
That
I ain't never
shit,
seen
boy.
nothing like it in my life, yo. Nigga, I wouldn't even
It's
come to your
they
channel if you had a
boy, you
channel.
gotta boy, they
Boy, I
always
say
obsessed.
grown men,
It's
yo, grown
weird.
men. Weird behavior.
Yes.
Threatening people. My mother,
Yep.
man, I don't even care. Listen, all that. My wife did all this. Okay. All right. Okay, bro. I don't got nothing negative to say about you, yo. But you know where I'm at. Yeah, you know where I'm at. All that talking. Yeah, all right. Okay. Okay. All right. Mhm.
So turned up a notch.
Yeah, Fernando turned up for no
I was
reason.
like, who? I didn't know who that was. I
Yeah, you know,
I never
King.
heard. I never heard of dude.
You heard.
No,
He
I
mad
never heard of.
about the
That's an
vaccines.
old
How stupid is that?
acquaintance.
No,
Way
I
back.
remember.
Talk
Maybe that's why I waited long.
to that idiot. Nigga ain't never told me nothing. For some reason, what's you though?
He mad at you because of the vaccine?
Vaccines, you teaching people about vaccines. What the hell is wrong with you, nigga?
That's all we've been
He must
talking
have.
about.
Courageous, nigga.
Did he lose a loved one to the vaccine or something?
I got the
Like,
vaccine like 3 times.
Nah, he
like
tripping.
why is he so angry?
I
Like,
still got all my
I
hair.
don't know why he's so angry in our town. He in my town. You know where I live at.
Sick you teach about this vaccine.
You made everybody get the vaccine.
I
Like,
made
how did you
everybody get
make
the vaccine
them?
but me, and I'm going crazy.
Like, what did you do to make them get it?
AK-47
Like, what did you
to the
do?
head. AK-47 to the head.
Hey, if y'all
Mark
see
them
King
niggas.
add to the chat, we getting them out. I think I banned him about it.
Crazy boy.
Nah, King ain't my man, yo. That nigga ain't my man. That nigga is I ain't gonna cuss him because he know where I'm at though. He
Hey,
know what he is. What's up?
I don't think whoever that individual is.
You know him. This Kenya. You know who Kenya is. Think about it. Kenya. Brown. I couldn't. Your phone went out, yo. Your phone went out.
I know who that is.
Huh?
I'm saying I don't know who that is. I don't know who is that. Who is
He used
Kenya?
to make the videos for me with Kenya. He used to make the videos for me. With us, he did the video with me and you outside in New York. That one, you remember the music?
My thing is, if you
Blind people.
Nah,
what's
you
the
ain't
problem? What's wrong? Like, why is it?
In the Matrix.
In the bad, yeah, you're the bad.
In the bad area.
Y'all can't hear me at all.
I get you somewhat.
You're robotic.
Little robot.
Y'all
You're the
can't hear me.
bionic man right now.
Y'all can't hear me at all.
Yep.
You good now? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, what I was saying was I don't know who that person is, but my thing is what's the problem? Why is he so angry? What's the issue?
I'll teach you folks
We
about
don't
this
know.
vaccine.
He angry cause Suge angry, I guess. I don't know, cause it's like Suge get up here and he come. You feel me? Like this has been ongoing for about a couple weeks. Okay, Suge was gonna dox everybody. Look, went to his own channel, did a show, put a vote to see should I dox him or no, and the chat was like, nah, don't do it. It's like, yo, cause this shit is weird.
You know what
You
I
don't
noticed?
get
Like,
your way, so you want to
but I
dox
noticed something.
people, want to be disrespectful.
Yeah,
Shit's weird. Then Kenya
but
comes up and disrespects Ankh. So I don't know. That's just
I don't
how
know
it's
who Kenya
been.
is. I really don't know who Kenya is. But my
I
thing
don't
is,
either.
but what I'm hearing is, I notice with these guys that be around in this internet world, what they do is they hang
Yeah.
around you. And then they say bullshit like this is why you doing this and this is why you doing it, as if they always felt like that. What type of personalities do
Facts.
you people have, man? Like that ain't even no real nigga personality. You niggas is over 40 years old, older than me. And you
Get it,
niggas is
bro.
acting like
Yeah.
y'all kids. That's
Facts.
crazy.
Them niggas
Doesn't
50.
make any
Trust
sense.
me. They 50 Ngozi. They
That's
50.
crazy. That's
That
crazy.
ass.
So
Not even
how
that
you feel
serious.
about so what's your opinion and goes on James
James.
saying they skewing the neuroscience study
Did
for
you hear James?
to smear out Africanity, the
Oh,
Africanity of neuroscience.
James is a pseudo, bro. This man lied and said the Ibero-Mauritians didn't have no Neanderthal in them. And it's 60%
Oh Lord.
DNA is West Asian. Then he's bringing up, now he's trying to, and this is what they're trying to learn how to use PCAs or SNP panels, right? Now he's talking about the SNP
Yep.
panels or the single nucleotide. Look,
Yep.
bro, you're not saying,
23 million.
you are not saying
23
shit.
million.
Pan-African James, you're not saying shit slick, bro. Y'all, this is another God of the Gap insertion. This is what they do. They find shit, collect it. No, bro. I don't know what you're trying to say. You said
Exactly. I'm asking him what
I
is
know you don't.
methodology?
James.
What
I know
is
you don't. I know you don't,
methodology?
and
When
goes.
y- when
That's good.
I'm
That's good.
How
You
do you
admitted that.
apply
when
your
y'all done, I
Hey,
gotta
analysis?
ask y'all a
What's
few
James,
your
let me
questions.
ask you a
methodology?
question.
So one at a time,
James,
one at a time.
James,
Go ahead.
what's the Epi matrix, bro? Could you explain what the Epi
I'm not
matrix
doing.
is in
I'm
the
not
genome?
doing all that. I'm talking about what
Okay,
I'm
you can't.
saying.
So shut the fuck up because you don't know what you're talking about. So what
Yeah, I
I'm trying
do.
to say is that no, you don't. So what I'm trying to
Yes, I
say
do.
is, listen, you sat up here and said that there was no Neanderthal signals, right, in North Africa 15,000 years ago, based off the Tucker samples. Did you say that? Or did you not say that?
What I said was that the samples that they used were Eurasian biased, and that's what made the Neanderthal DNA show up in the sample.
So
That's
let
what
me
I
ask you a question, brother. I'm not even going to disrespect. I want to have a nice, calm deal with you. So here's the thing. If they use a Eurasian sample, what about the 45 to 40%, and sometimes it goes up and down between 35 to 45% that shared affinity with Takahari, and at one point it was Hadza Yoruba-like. They didn't deny that element.
They use the same bias panels though, Ngozi.
How did they use bias panels if they gave you an affinity of something that was African or sub-Saharan African like? How was it biased?
Because in the Takahari samples, they said that the DNA that they found, they couldn't find it nowhere, right? The 90% African DNA that they found, they said it was some type of ghost DNA, right?
At first it was
no.
I'm going to answer. No, I'm going to answer.
He's explaining though. He's answering the question.
At first, they labeled it as a ghost sample. It was an ancestral North African or ghost ancestral North African sample. And what they used at first was a placement holder like Yoruba Hadza like. Then they turned around and researched it when they got higher resolution using a toolage, and then they gave you a distinct ancestral North African lineage. But the population that Takahari, the female
related to who? Hold up, related to who?
Well, what they found out was the closest population that she's related to, if we use a modern population as a proxy, are Sahelian groups like Fulani. That's what was used as a reference point as a modern population. So at first, remember the placement holder for the ancestral ghost African group was how the Yoruba like. That was the 35 to 38% that was found in the Ibero-Mauritanian Tufferet sample. Then when they got higher resolution, and this is the thing about the human genome or the toolage that they use, every year it gets better and better. So as they got higher resolution, they say, oh no, this is a distinct lineage. So the closest population they use as a proxy that's close to it is the modern day Fulani, because the modern day Fulani are Sahelian population with a unique cluster of this old ancestral North African layer within them. But it's just not them, because recently at another resolution within it, and the closest population to it was also the Taboo, the Zangawi people, and all those groups that's close to the Sahelian border. So it's not that they deny the overall element. They're using modern populations as a proxy that represents it, that's close to it in affinity. So it's not that they're biased. Some things is absent in the field that they don't know. It's not that they're biased. If they don't know, they're going to have placement holders there. That's what happens. So I'm not going to say that they're biased. It's just that you don't like the results the way it's expressed. So since you don't like it, it's a mystery to it, and there's some type of issue going on.
Well, no, it's just the actual fact that those are the panels that they use, and those panels bias the results of the test.
But when they
So
came to talk,
what you're going to have to do is either prove me wrong that those panels aren't biased for Eurasian DNA and makes the Eurasian DNA pop up in the samples that's not there, or you're gonna have to prove to say that you're wrong. But I know you're wrong because I've already looked and Ngozi. So if you're saying something about something you never looked into, you know that's not right, right?
I looked into it.
I looked into this very thoroughly.
No. What you're trying to say is what you're trying to say is it was an article recently that came out, I think in 2021, based off the. I'm talking about all of them. No. Listen to what I'm trying to say, brother. There was an article that came out in 2021 or 2022. And it was saying how a lot of these PCAs that's used is biased because they have limited African samples or non-European samples. And because these samples are overly no, listen, let me finish. Because of the data that they have is highly Eurasian, right? Because Europeans are nothing but Western Eurasians as well. But because they use a lot of toolage or a lot of population is overly non-African over African, it's limited. So it's quasi when it comes to explaining the African population. But here's the thing. They do use some groups as reference points. For example, if you want to deal with base stratum humans with PCAs, the population they use is closest to the oldest stratum of Homo sapiens is Mbuti pygmies and Khoisan. Those are the closest proxies. Hold on, let me finish. Those are the closest proxies to something that's ancestral, original Homo sapiens that they have. So what the issue is that they had limited samples on the overall African population when it compared to other non-African populations is higher. So there was an article that talks about that in 2021. But here's the thing. Hold on. Because you're going on and on. No. I'm almost finished I'm almost finished.
Go ahead.
But the SNP or the single nucleotide polymorphism that's used, it is what it is. If it's hold on, listen. If it's over all Eurasian, and that's what it is, we can't deny it like it's not there. Because it's not picking up on a lot of African segments or signals. Even if they do have some unknown African samples that they don't label, the overall Eurasian layer is still higher, especially in a tougher right group, than it would be in the population that you see there now. The Tupperware group was damn near 60% Eurasian. You can't get past that. You can't get past that. Now, when it comes to Takahori, she was 93% ancestral North African. And the closest population, if we use a modern population as a reference, right, or as a proxy, that's close to is the Sahelian groups, primarily the Fulani, the Zangari, or the Taboo groups. That's what falls in line with it. That's it. That's not biased.
Man, every one of those samples inferred DNA, bro.
Might have a similar components and mixtures. It might seem like they're related, but that might even met at all. It's like if you study some Native Americans, you can't tell if the Asian components is from the ancient ones or from the more recent migrations of Asian, because they all proxy together. Same. Y'all don't even know how to read the like. I ain't talking about you and go. I'm talking about just you don't know how to read the damn DNA for real, bro. Y'all just be picking. Don't even know. They don't even know the rhetoric or the lingo or even the glossary of the damn science. Just be. I don't know what y'all be doing, bro. You be tripping.
If you're gonna talk about the HRA shifts, you gotta talk about the Affy matrix.
Go, it's his turn. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, James. I'm sorry.
Well, let me just say that every one of the tests that they've used that you've mentioned and most of us have looked into from the Suleiman report, every one of those tests have inferred DNA from biased samples. And that's just a fact. The only one that they have a whole genome sequence for is the Neurod sample. That's it. And then the Neurod sample, they had a whole genome sequence, which is the better way of doing this. But even in that, they use the biased Eurasian panels to taint the sample. Watch this. So watch this. The only sample that they got that's a whole genome sample out of all of the African DNA that they have.
Moda. You're going to bring up Moda.
See, there you go. See, he already. So basically, what I'm telling y'all is he already know this. He already know. He already know this. He already knew
explain this bias panel to me because I don't understand
that's crazy.
how you deem
because in Ngozi read. I knew you were going.
But you ain't never came and told them this. Why you ain't told them?
Because you're putting it out there. You're explaining it.
Now that I'm saying it. Now he'll let y'all know that he knows.
Nah, you not to know you made that up. I'm not gonna. I'm talking y'all niggas. I'm not really gonna do that, bro. That's not true. We know about Motor Man and all that. You gotta stop that. You made that up. Yo, why do y'all do this? What's his name? Yo, Black. What's his name? Indigenous Black man. Why do y'all keep thinking y'all teaching? I don't listen to y'all niggas ever. You think I'm sitting there? Oh shit, he just said that. Let me see. Why y'all overthrow science? I don't listen to y'all. I'm gonna call it.
I think listen. I think. Brother Ankh.
What am I talking about?
I think that NORAD, the samples that they released for the old Kingdom Egyptians, I think it made sense based off the location where their brother was found. Based off. No, it does not. The Razi Skeleton group. Which is Neolithic Morocco. Hold on.
No. Balance it out. They could have, but they didn't.
No. None of those. Listen,
I know.
None of those. When they tried to use certain groups, even including
they can use the African-based panel to balance that out.
Listen, bro. He won't let me talk, man.
Go ahead. But I'm just telling you, they could have used the moth-based panel to balance that out. I already know.
Can you let him finish talking, James?
Pan-African James.
When they tried to use, you got to think, when they look at the F1, F4, F5, those are admix charts, right? Those are or admix charts or portals that they use, right? F4, F5, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, and these PCAs. So when they tried to use some sub-Saharan groups, because they did do that, it's not like they tried to deny it. It fell apart. It didn't fall in play. They couldn't even use Moda. The whole genome that they have, Moda didn't even fall in play with this dude. So the best groups that they used as a proxy that fell in line was the Razid Scarlet groups, which is Neolithic Moroccans. And when you separate that and look at the population, this is on G25, right? The population that is close to is pre-prior Neolithic groups of the Levant, which was a fusion between the Natufian-like, and Southern Anatolians. The Natufian segment up in there was like 70%. The Anatolian layer is like 20-something%. And then you have the fragmented fusion of Ibero-Marusian, which is a two-piece population, which is of the Tafarat. The Tafarat was a mix between Zuzana, which is ancestral West Asians, and the other half was Tokahori. So deep within the layers, you have to break it up. So based off that, it fell in line completely. Motor didn't fall in line enough. The Yoruba have too many deep base human stratum. They couldn't use that. They couldn't use none of the major Sahelian groups because at this time period, that group was they'd already shared deep affinity with population in the Neolithic Levant and corridor for a very long time. So it made complete sense. It made complete sense. A Yoruba can fall and play over there. Why would he? A Chadic person can fall and play over there. Why would he? Motor definitely can fall and play in that portion of Egypt because the Nura area is not even fully Upper Egypt. Look at the location where it's located at. Okay, yeah,
Why you saying all this like this?
Because I'm just letting you know.
What is all this?
So what I'm saying is, brother.
Good point. Hey James, wrong channel, yo. You probably gotta be somewhere else.
Right, you right.
Museums and all that, yo.
I bet you y'all ain't gonna look it up.
No, we not. Not
I bet you y'all.
I'm not gonna, you right.
No.
I'm not. I'm actually not.
Damn well. You damn right we not.
See, that's why I don't be coming on here because
gonna get an expert.
Make your point. You can't make. I don't ask you to look up nothing.
Okay,
no, James,
we get experts.
No. What you got to do is
not
go
an
expert.
ChatGPT. Hold on, I'm talking to
we get experts.
Gonna give you the information for you to put in ChatGPT, and you.
No, I want to know where you got it from, James. Where you get it from, James? Where's the paper that you read that said it was biased?
You get it from the peer-reviewed paper that they put out.
Why y'all ain't asking Goldie how he know
all this shit? Why y'all ain't asking Goldie why he know the same?
I got the same articles Goldie read. We share articles.
We share the same articles. We share the same articles, bro.
Right. He's not sitting there making up nothing.
Y'all
He's
making
not sitting there making up shit.
Y'all know that.
No, so I'm gonna ask you again, yo. Where'd you get it from, bro? Where's the paper you read? I don't mind.
Every one of the samples.
Ask you a question. Where is that organized at, yo?
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm listening. I got
look at the neurot sample. Look at the neurot sample.
Nah, he came up with that shit on his own.
Look off in all of the samples. And you type in human origin or race.
You're not doing that.
I know you hear what I'm saying.
He has no methodology. That's
why would you do that if you want to know if I'm lying or not? Hold up, because you lied. This don't make sense. If y'all want to know if I was lying or not,
you're doing too much.
Tell me that.
You're doing the inky thing on me right now. I'm simply
we don't think you're lying. You definitely believe the shit you saying.
Go ahead. I'm muting now. Go ahead.
No, I'm just asking you, where did you get that organization from? Where is it organized in a paper? If you're sitting there telling me,
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm in the middle of talking. If you're sitting there telling me, go look at the Neurac sample and go grab the sample itself, that's the data. I'm never trusting you with the data. Stay out of that section. Stay out of that section, yo. I'm telling you that you ain't went to NAD school. Get out the section. That ain't for you. It ain't for you.
I'm telling you, yes. Because y'all ain't went to school. Y'all shouldn't be talking about nothing then, huh?
Yes. No, we talking about what we supposed to talk about. You don't see
y'all been talking about this stuff.
No, listen. No, you
James,
what you doing is
it up as we
you
go,
doing it on purpose.
I gotta do it.
Where is the paper?
Okay, what about the source? Did y'all source up a shut up movement? What happened?
From experts, from the consensus.
So I sourced up.
We just communicate the science. We ain't making it up, bro. I'm trying to debunk it.
That's how this works.
What are you talking about?
That's not sourcing up. Telling us, look this up, look that up. James, we're going to read the articles and come to the conclusions that the articles reach to. We're asking you, what is your methodology? You determine the biasness, and Ngozi explained that they couldn't use certain population groups because they simply do not meet the genetic profile that you can draw a comparison from.
Still think that white people are Neanderthal, dog. This is what I'm not doing.
Yeah, we hybrids. Yeah.
That's what. See,
that's white people are hybrids. All that thing. And you, James,
can I ask my question right now?
Yeah, this is fun. Go ahead.
Yeah, James. So, I just recently did my DNA from Ancestry, 23andMe, and another company. I won't mention them. And yeah. So how much, how much percentage of Neanderthal is too much where I'm not considered African?
Well, I would say from what they say, 2%. So you got 2%
Oh, I'm
Neanderthal
2%.
DNA?
Yes. So you saying my 2% DNA is going to just count out all the 46%
I don't think you got 2%
Nigerian
Neanderthal
and
DNA.
20% I do. Because
That's crazy.
unfortunately, unbeknownst to me, I don't know my dad, but he got some crazy stuff going on his side. You feel me? And yeah, it's like some West Asian coming up, like and there's some other trace ancestry. It's weird, and there's some Caribbean in there, like recent migration. So I can see in some Kenyan. I don't know how to do that. Very little, but like I share DNA with like some archaic. It's weird, but I can see where the 2% Neanderthal comes from though. But I'm like 46% Nigerian, 16% Angolan and Congolese. And you're saying I'm not African.
Hold on, you got 40. Hold on, you are 46% Nigerian. That's
Yeah.
powerful.
I
Yeah.
don't believe whatever test you took.
Straight
I don't
Nigerian.
believe you got to show me.
And
You
then
got to show me
Gozi,
that
I was like,
it says
damn.
that you're 2% Neanderthal. I'd have to see that personally.
It's
for
on
me
my
to believe.
DNA.
Whatever,
Why
yo.
would I want to? Why I gotta lie
I'm just saying
about
for me.
that?
I ain't saying you lying. I'm just saying I would have to see it personally for me to believe.
So James, can I ask you a question, good brother? So you believe that non-Africans there's 2 to 4% Neanderthal that makes them a hybrid with only 2% Neanderthal DNA? That makes
Well,
them.
we can look. What we can do is we can look up. We
Why
can look
ask
up
the question?
What we
That's
can
why
do.
I asked the question, Ngozi.
We could. What we could do is go look up hybridization in humans right now.
Yo,
On
please
Wiki.
don't. Please don't. Not
Hey,
today.
don't do
Y'all can have
that.
y'all
So every
separate
time
show.
it's the
I don't
source
wanna
up
do that.
time, we don't want to do that no more.
But hybridization, I
Nigga,
understand
you
what you're
gonna die
trying to
by
say,
your
but
source.
But that's
Go ahead.
crazy. But every time it's the source up a shut up show. But then when
James,
I keep talking about
James,
y'all keep talking about don't
James,
bring up no source.
but
What happened?
hybridization doesn't make them hybrids. 2% don't. I mean,
Oh wow!
that doesn't make you a hybrid.
Hybridization don't make you a hybrid.
No. Listen to what you said. You said, listen. No, listen to what I'm saying. Listen. Hold on. Listen.
A Paisley bear is not a hybrid.
No. Listen to what I'm trying to say. Listen. Homo sapiens, right? You're talking about so-called non-Africans. That's 2%, only 2%. 2%. Now remember, Neanderthals and Homo sapiens, right? They're both humans, but different species of humans. But they're 99.6% similar. Only developmental regulatory genes separate them.
99.66.
They're 99.6%. Neanderthals and Homo sapiens. Yes, I did. They're 99.6 to 99.8% similar. Yes, look it up right now if you want to. I would say it again. Neanderthals and Homo neanderthalis and Homo sapiens sapiens are 99.6% similar. Modern groups of people, which is all of us today, are 99.9% similar. Look it up.
No, that's not true.
Okay, look it up. Hold on. So look up.
Watch this. But hold on. Let me see. Watch this. I'm just gonna ask you something.
Look it up though.
Do you know that just on a single nucleotide level?
What I'm trying to say is,
if you go into structural variation, each modern humans aren't 99.9% similar to each other.
Bro, you talking about at the demi level? That small little drift is not. That's not. No. Listen. So look. 0.1%. That 0.1% difference that you see is 3. That's 3. I think. Let me go on my brain memory lane. That 0.1% difference is 3 million chemicals and 3 billion base pairs. They call it litters, right? And chemical changes. That's what we see at the demi level. That's not enough to even separate us as a subspecies amongst one another. Now, when it comes to Neanderthal and Homo sapiens sapiens, we are 99.6% similar, but due to developmental regulatory genes that separates us as different species within a human family. So we're not the same. We're part of the genus Homo. We're humans, but we're not the same species of humans. But when you look it up, we're 99.6% similar. But so what I'm saying is that if non-Africans are 2 to 4% of this, right, that doesn't separate them and make them a hybrid, because these people are not even 50-50. Most of these people only are 2% to 1%, or in some cases that high as 4%, and that's rare, of this. That's not the overall DNA composition. So how do you call them hybrids?
But listen, they do this with all kinds of species with the same numbers that you're talking about. They do it with chimpanzees and bonobos and so forth and so on. Now, what the problem is humans have not changed the taxonomy because they just found out about this hybridization within humans in 2010.
What are you
so they don't. So it's a new situation.
It ain't no new situation, yo.
What do you mean? So you think we know about hybridization?
Made up, man. Yeah, we used to talk about it.
No, we didn't.
We did.
It's no way you could have talked about it before they said.
Shows on it, bro. We did talk about this. Yes, yes. We talked about this.
I was talking about y'all knew that it was hybrid human.
Yo, this is not what I'm doing, yo.
No, the way that you're saying that is bogus. We're not denying hybridization. You're trying to say that a person that's only 2% Neanderthal is a goddamn hybrid. We're not denying hybridization. No, bro. 2%.
Why are humans in a hybrid category? Why are humans in a hybrid category?
If you're gonna say that, if you want to be tricky, hold on. But look, though, if you want to, hold on, I'm gonna be biased and use your method. Sub-Saharan Africans got ghost population genes in them, and a lot. The Yoruba and the Mandinka got up to 7 to 8, 11% non-modern human DNA. What about that? What about that? What about that?
What that is Africans have the least amount of test population at about 3%. And we have the H3 African program. This is 3 million
this is how crazy. This is how crazy. This is how crazy.
Fill in the gaps in 2030. That won't be no more ghost.
This is how crazy the Yoruba are. This is how crazy the Yoruba samples are, right? The Yoruba. I'm not even talking about the ghost population signals. What about no. Let me finish, brother. Let me finish. The Yoruba. Bro. Let me finish. Let me finish what I'm saying, bro. I'm not inky. I don't talk in circles. I'm gonna talk to you direct. Listen to me. Another thing, right? The Yoruba that they use. I'm separating the ghost signals in them that ranges from 7%. That's from an earlier phase of human, right? From an earlier phases of human. I'm not even talking about that. But they got 0.3% Neanderthal signals in them. That's traces. 0.3%. What do you feel about that? The Yoruba got that in them. What do you feel about that?
I don't know because I don't know what panels they used for the.
Oh man, I'm not going.
So I would have to know if they used the biased or right. I mean, I'm just being. But just because you don't know, don't get mad.
No, no, he know. Don't do that, bro. We not gonna do that.
Don't know.
He know. We look, bro. We share the same argument.
The whole genome sequence is the standard, and telomere to telomere testing is the standard in 2025. You know this shit. But you ain't gonna tell them. You ain't gonna tell Uncle them this shit.
This is what I'm trying to say, man. This is what I'm trying to say, bro. The way that you're delivering this stuff. It's hard to talk to James.
You know what the telomere is, though. That's the big one, though.
When I bring up the test that they use.
Telomere is. Yo, what's the telomere, yo?
That's the latest test method that they use.
No, what is it? No, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is the telomere?
It's the test. It's a testing method that they use to test DNA.
Hey, hold on. No, come on. Hey,
I don't have to know about that.
Cedric, can you stop?
All I need to know is what the.
Just everybody stop for a minute. Listen, bro. Listen, I'm not trying to give you.
See what y'all trying to do.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to do it.
You gotta know every single thing about DNA. I never said that I know every single thing about DNA. What I'm saying is
we all hybrids.
One at a time.
2025 is whole genome sequencing. Structural variation and telomere.
And go. All right, hold on for a minute, Pan African. Relax. Yo, you don't gotta be. Yo,
all hybrids though. All humans are hybrids.
Hold on. I'm not trying to hit you with. Hold on, yo. I'm not trying to hit you with a question. You know how niggas you gotta know everything. That no. What I'm saying is, bro, if we sitting here talking about telomere testing, right? I'm at least expecting you to know what a damn telomere is. Now, you know, years ago we talked about gene 2 fusion, right?
Chromosome 2 fusion, telomeres is lifelines. Telomeres is lifelines.
Right. Hold on, Gozy. So I'm just trying to cue them in on that. If we're having a genetic conversation and you say telomere testing, you should know at least what they testing. Because you sticking your chest out. You saying what I don't know.
No, I'm talking about the test. It's a method. The testing
method. If you don't know, but if you don't know what they testing, that's what the
standard is. But hold on,
it is
I never said anything about that. What is the standard testing method in 2025 for DNA? Is it telomere or not? That's all
It's
we
only,
need.
but James, good brother, listen. I like what you're trying to do. I don't like
right?
that. Hold on.
That's what
James,
I'm
listen,
talking
James,
about.
just the way you, James. Hey, James, it's your delivery though, bro. Look,
No,
DNA. Hold on, listen. The sequence in the DNA is getting better and better every year. You know, by 2030, they already said they're going to release the whole kingdom from pre-dynastic Egypt to dynastic Egypt. By 2030, they're going to release that. They're working on that right now. It's getting better and better every year. The resolutions is getting higher and higher. So okay, you already know it. So what I'm trying to say is, don't deliver it. Don't deliver. What you're doing is you're doing something what Inky do, bro. You're finding things. You're trying to find places with holes, and you're inserting what you want in there.
Motherfucking Inky category.
I just said, no. Hold on. You're right. I went too far. No, hold on. Hey, hold on. No, James. Let me say this publicly. I don't want to put you in the Inky category because at least you believe what you're saying. Inky doesn't believe none of the shit he's saying. So you're absolutely right, bro. You believe what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna never put you in that category.
So I'm wrong about the right panels being biased for your raising DNA.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong.
No, I'm not. Delivering it, man. It's the way you deliver it.
I'm not wrong. I'm just telling y'all something y'all don't want to hear.
No,
y'all gonna have to acknowledge it. This shit is being recorded. Y'all gonna have to acknowledge this later. You can either acknowledge it now, or you can acknowledge it later. But I'm right, so I don't care.
You say that shit every time.
This is crazy.
You right, it's recorded, and
and I bet you
walk around here telling me I'm a whole non-African.
Go look up what I'm
with
saying.
46% Nigerian, but I ain't African no more. Like you sound.
Hey, I'm really proud of that, Juju. I'm proud of that. 46%. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm a whole like 87%.
Science is not me.
I'm over 85%. I'm happy with that.
And just think, we go through all this because a group of human beings that ain't even in the same stratosphere in Northeast Africa. We going through all this. You going through all that, yo.
We was in North Africa at first. What are you talking about? So you don't think we was in North Africa when it was green?
Looking just like Kunta Kinte.
Hold on. Let me ask you. You think humans migrated when the green
not no more. Not no more.
So we didn't migrate, huh?
I think they migrated.
Not in large numbers at all. It was not in enough numbers. If we did migrate, we definitely got absorbed.
We didn't go past North Africa.
Get this
off. They get human DNA all the way in America.
So now you basically saying you don't care about a population going into an area and being separated because you ain't got billions of people during this time period. Yo, they developed their own market in North Africa, yo.
They went through a lot of genetic drift and bottlenecks.
I'm getting this, yo.
Hey James, what I would say though, when humans went north,
here's my point. So, but then how does that stop them from being African, yo? Why do you care so much about Africans below the Sahara? Hold on. Why are you asphyxiated on Africans below the Sahara and not caring about Africans all over Africa? I'm confused. You practicing racism, white supremacy, where in your mind they made you think that the sub-Saharan Africa is better than everybody else. They just got the most diverse gene pool. That's it. Well, you can't be doing this, yo. This is not.
I'm talking about is the bias array panels, homie. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
What?
So what I'm telling you is when they did the
listen, I'm never listening to y'all cats, yo. So why don't you get the article to say they biased? So they had to write a scientific article saying it was biased, and then we can read that.
Just go look up Sarah Tishkoff. She'll tell you that right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a link off in the what you call it, and it's going to show you that they're talking about that you can't just use those array panels. You have to use African.
Yeah, get that. I want to read that to the public right now. Go get that. I want to read that to the public. I want to read that to the public right now. Go ahead. Go ahead, put it in the back.
That is crazy.
Let's read that.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Pull it up so we can read that to the public. Appreciate you, James, for that. Go ahead, Gozy, Gullah.
What James is trying to say is correct when it comes to the array panels, but this is what I'm saying. It's because they have larger samples that's made for Europeans and non-Africans, so they have more samples on that. When it comes to sub-Saharan Africans or groups of people in Africa, it's limited. Doesn't mean it. So that's what he's trying to say. So if you look that up, when it comes to bias array panels, that's what it is. But here's the thing: when it came to the tough array, the signals that they found is real. It doesn't mean it's just because they have bias array. That Zuzana signal that they found at that higher percentage is real. But when it comes to the African segments, it is limited. They have an article, like I said, I was on that in 2021 and 2022. They talked about that. How a lot of the DNA companies, it's suited for Europeans and non-African groups, especially primarily Europeans. That it's an article on that. So I get what he's trying to say, but his delivery of what he's trying to do is wrong.
What I'm trying to say, I already told him this. It goes.
Do
They
you
just
think
don't
I'm sitting
understand
there
what
and
I'm
listen to
saying.
somebody that takes
Because it's me.
data ain't
Go
never
ahead
been
and go. I guess they'll listen. They'll believe and go. They just don't like
think
to
I'm
come
sitting there thinking that he know what the bias even mean, yo? Do you think I'm thinking? Do you think I'm
Tell
sitting
him what it
there
mean and go. Tell him. Go. Let it go.
You think, Gozy, that I'm listening to him tell me what the bias is, yo?
No, not at all. But I'm not at all. I'm just explaining what he was saying.
Go ahead. That's the homie now. Go ahead. Get him and go.
Oh no, I'm not getting no. What I'm trying to say is I'm not saying that nobody's wrong. What I'm trying to listen.
Sitting there, you got to say he's wrong. He's sitting there saying because they biased that them samples should not be used. That's what he's saying to you, and he's also saying
didn't say that.
because of them daggone samples that they got it wrong. And it should be more.
No, they were not. They were not. No, they were not wrong. They were not wrong at all. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They wasn't.
So then why he telling us that? Hold on. What is his purpose of telling us, yo? Why are you telling us? Why are you telling us, yo?
His delivery has an agenda. That's what I'm saying.
Give me the reason why you telling us that.
See why y'all kind of characterize.
Because there is no science that don't have bias in it. Listen, there is nothing that does not have. It is not. It's not true. That's why they got the scientific method to try to calm down some of your biases. It's all of it. You still have biases in science. So I'm gonna ask you again, yo. Why are you telling us this about that sample? I'm listening, bro. What's your reason behind it? Okay, it's biased. And what does that mean to you, bro?
Well, I was just trying to help us have an understanding that the test that they're saying with the Eurasian samples, even if you use the Neurite sample, that 7% what they say is from the Levant, that's not necessarily true because it has the biasness of using Eurasian DNA.
You don't say no 70% from the Levant.
What do you mean? Okay. Listen. They on the Takara Kari samples, it was like what 80%. And then they said the other one. No, I'm talking about the Takara Kari sample now. It was just two females that had they had basal haplogroup N. They had the oldest N ever found.
And where that's at? Where is that at? Where is that at though?
It's in the paper.
No, where at? Where in the world on planet Earth?
That's in Libya. The Takara samples. That's where they found those samples.
It's in North Africa, right?
Yeah.
So it's
but what I'm telling you is 20%.
So they bias. Hold on. So you saying you actually witness against yourself? So you basically saying that that's a biased sample that actually verify that that's an indigenous marker, yo? You can't have it both ways, yo. Seriously,
man. What do you mean an indigenous marker? What I'm saying is,
it is. Just tell us, man.
You'll never get it.
He's trying. What he's saying. What he's saying. He's talking about the 7% of the signal that was in Takahari that they said that was libertine. Like he said that was wrong.
Other part of the sample, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. He disregards the overall 93% that's indigenous ancestry North Africa.
So I don't believe that. Neither.
No, because they didn't even identify where it came from. They said it was some type of mysterious ghost population. They don't even know.
I just told you what it was. I just told you what it was.
You just told me what it was, but in the paper they don't.
So in the paper they listen, brother. In the paper they do talk about the population that's closest to the same segment on the sub-Saharan side. Hold on, listen, brother, just listen. In the paper on Takahari, they do say the population that's in sub-Saharan Africa that's close to a proxy that shared the signal. They talked about the Fulani, Sahelian groups. So they did talk about that. Now, at first it was labeled as a ghost because the segment, they didn't have the resolution that they have now. So what was the placement holder that they used at the time? It was Hadza Yoruba-like. That was the 35 to 40% of the segment that was found in the Tufareg group. The other half of the Tufareg group signal was the Zuzana, where they labeled it Zuzana later, but they said it was Natufian-like. So they had placement holders. So at first, that ghost signal on the sub-Saharan side was Yoruba Hadza-like. Then when they found it and they got the higher resolution, they determined what the ancestral North African thing was. So it changed from Hadza Yoruba-like to Tokahori, and they said in that same paper, the closest population that we find in sub-Saharan Africa in the Sahel belt that's closest to these people were the Fulani, the Sahelian groups. Now, you can get her snips and you can put it in G25. It's all over social media. The populations that's close to her is the Zangari, the Taboo, and other groups, because I actually ran a panel of her snips in G25. You can do this. If you into this stuff, people doing it everywhere on social media. And you can actually, I actually posted it.
This show. Hold up. So you talking about what you did yourself. I'm talking about what's in the paper.
No, in the paper, but in the paper, in the paper, it talks about the Fulani. It talks about the Fulani. Go back to the paper and read it.
Yeah, I understand what you said, but what I'm saying goes in the paper, they said that it was a ghost. It was a ghost population that they could not identify at this time. That's what they said. Let's be honest. Okay.
Yeah, we at that
and
time.
And you talking about going go ahead. Wait, let me go break out. Y'all ain't gonna never get it in.
No, we're not gonna ever get that. Man, I appreciate everybody came through, man. I'm never sitting here, yo. I'm never sitting here on this show and let people overthrow modern times, yo. I don't know why they don't understand that about me. I'm never doing it. I'm with anybody that uses science to collaborate what they talk about using the article. I'm with that. But as soon as you dive in there and mischaracterize stuff, yo, I'm never doing it, yo. Then at that point, I would ask you to please go to school, yo. Man, you know what it is, man? Let me get off here, man. I'm expecting some visitors. Appreciate you, Judy, Reggie.
My man.
All day, every day, man. We in the game, yo. We staying tough with it. Man, right here, yo. Boy, I tell you, man. God, the gap is real. Man, I suggest everybody listen, man. Like and subscribe, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Pseudo always got it. So we got brother Reggie came through. Appreciate you blessing our panel, Reggie.
My brother.
And we just sit back and watch the novice overthrow the expert show and see how it works, yo. I'm always put my money on the expert show. I'm gonna go ahead and send the show to a couple experts and see what they got to say about this segment. Remember, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a chance to those against the pros. You got something to say, Reggie? Close us out. Yeah, don't worry about it. They look crazy, yo. I keep it, yo. You
My
keep
brother.
it over there, yo.
Yeah, so remember my what I said about ChatGPT X-raying them, right?
Yeah, we're rap. You know how we do.
Yeah, okay. So do that because I X-rayed the dude and it looks horrible. So for him to even begin to talk to you with the type of
it's all good. We gonna talk off this motherfucker, yo. I've been on that though, Reg. With that, man,